welcome to the AMAC for tonight's game for the Watertown Arrows versus the Douglas Patriots.
Yep.
My name is Sam Mooney, and joining me in the booth, as always, fresh from Nashville, Tennessee, the handsome and talented Tyson Zemlicka. Tyson, the Arrows are coming off of a big win against Mitchell, homecoming week. How do you put it all together, stay focused, and go win a game?
Well, I know what Coach Hordorf's thinking. There's a ton of distractions this week. Thankfully, that's all out of the way now. Got the burning of W out of the way last night.
Yep.
It's time for some football. Beautiful night. You couldn't get much better weather than this.
Gorgeous.
We got a little bit of a glare in our background, but we can make do with that. I'm just excited to get the football game going.
With the glare,
Yeah. We can survive with that. We got air conditioning and stuff in here, so no big deal. But I'm excited tonight. You wake up today feeling a little bit different. There's some butterflies. It's just a fun, cool atmosphere for these young guys. I'm excited to watch them play.
You know, quasi-history here tonight, right? I mean, it's the first homecoming game at the AMAC. It's a lot of pomp and circumstance. Homecoming's always big, but like last year where you were putting an end to the book with the last homecoming at the Watertown Stadium, this year you start your first chapter with the first homecoming here. Have you ever opened or closed a facility? Like, do you know what that feels like?
Nothing like that. But what I will say is I got here 45 minutes early, and I've never parked so far away to get into a high school football game. It is packed out here. People are showing up early. The whole concourse is full. It's going to be an awesome atmosphere tonight for the Arrows. But no, I've never done anything like this, so this should be fun.
Yeah, it's cool, and we were pretty blessed to be a part of the last one and part of the first one. So it's kind of neat to be part of bookend history like that. So on to football. Let's start off with right away. Last week against Mitchell, Tyson Miller fractures his femur and done for the year. That's a big loss. It's a big loss, losing your backup running back. Thankfully, they got a pretty good one starting. But the depth of this Arrows team has kind of been tested all year, losing a lot of seniors and a lot of talent last year. Some new guys are filtering in and playing more. It's just kind of the next man up. Who's going to come up next and step up for this Arrows team? Obviously, Brett Scott's the bell cow of the offense here. He's going to get, I'm sorry, not Brett, Lincoln Scott. Brett is dad.
Yep.
So
shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Brett. Like, hopefully, I mean, he's probably here watching.
He gets his name on there before his
I promise Lincoln's been called worse by better.
Before his son gets any airtime, the dad gets the airtime.
For sure. So Lincoln's the bell cow of the offense. He's going to get plenty of carries tonight. What do you like about Lincoln's game?
I mean, how much time you got? I mean, we did talk about it a little bit earlier today. In all the years we've been calling Arrows games, this is going to sound like a crazy statement, but this might be the most complete back we've seen come out of Watertown, definitely in the last few years. We've seen some incredible ones. But Mr. Scott is just one heck of a football player, top to bottom. He's incredible. He's fun to watch. He's just a junior. He's coming back from that injury. He's getting stronger each and every week. It showed last week. I don't know what he does tonight. I think it's going to be something special. Yeah, I think we're going to see something special from him, too. And speaking of coming out of injury, Cole Hansen is 100% healthy. He played a majority of the snaps last week against Mitchell. He's back this week, ready for his last homecoming. I was just visiting with his dad a little bit ago. He's committed to Northwestern down in Iowa. They really love him there. Like, he may have been like their #1 recruit. Love him. That's awesome. So excited for him and that young man. Arrows offense should put up big numbers tonight. What do you expect from Marcus Pitkin? Well, it both ways, running and with his arm. He can do a little bit of everything. Yeah. I think it's going to be a lot of Lincoln Scott early with a lot of Mr. Pitkin sprinkled in with his legs. I want to see him take the top off the defense a little bit more tonight. I think that's an element that he's more than capable of that we haven't seen yet. But that running game is going to complement him so much. And then I look to opening it up through the air with some of the Swenson boys and maybe Cole. Even Caden Decker gets some work maybe at receiver again, like what she's done here recently in the past. But I want to see them take the top off that defense tonight. You bring up Caden Decker. I'm so excited to see him on defense today. I think he's poised for a big game, potentially a historic game. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he gets 3 sacks tonight. I think he's going to be a dog. I think there is going to be a lot of contenders for the Dakota Land Player of the Game. I think we're going to have our work cut out for us on that one. This may be one of those games, Tyson, where we don't give 1, we don't give 2, but maybe we look at 3, maybe we look at 4. I'm here for it. I really do think tonight is the official coming out party for Lincoln Scott tonight. Just when we watched him here week 1 and when I've watched film over the last few weeks, I think his knee was fine week 1, but every time you're coming off an injury, you know it's in the back of your mind. How am I going to perform? Am I going to stay healthy? even though he looked sharp in that game one, from game one to last week, he's getting stronger. He's getting more confident. His moves look healthier and stronger. I think he goes for 200 plus tonight, and I think he's gonna wear that shirt home. I think he's gonna have a dominant performance.
I couldn't tell on the tape against Mitchell. It was kind of hard to see, but I don't think he had his brace. So I think he's ditched the brace. We'll have to see when he comes out, or they're still in the locker room right now. But I think he's gotten rid of the brace, and I think he's trusting that injury more, trusting that knee more now than what he's done in previous weeks. I think the confidence is there. And the one thing that I really like about Lincoln Scott, now keep in mind, like, since you and I have been doing this, we've seen some special backs.
Right.
We've seen Juven Hudson. We saw Spencer Wenches. We saw Brett Fossum. Like, we have seen a gauntlet of incredible Arrow running backs, and now Lincoln Scott's trying to put his name with those guys and maybe above those guys. And shout out to Juven. Juven was just the player of the week.
Was he? That's
yeah,
awesome
last week. So 3 touchdowns. Like, he's killing it at the next level. So shout out to Juven Hudson. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. But what I really like about Lincoln Scott is his vision, his ability to see a hole, and then if that hole's not there, bounce something outside. He's getting north and south a lot more now than he was at the beginning of the year. A lot of east and west at the beginning of the year. He's running harder and smarter.
Yeah, with that stiff arm, he can get anywhere in a hurry. But I think even if that brace is off, just mentally what it does for him, not thinking about how he's got to protect that knee or cover his knee as he's going down. He's looking for the next gap. He's looking for the next guy to hit and run through and the seam to take off on. He's poised for a big night here coming.
Okay, we talked a lot about the Arrows. Of course, that's what we do. Arrows are welcoming Douglas tonight. What can you tell us about Douglas?
So for Douglas, it's a different challenge. I think you look at completely different. Watertown has not had the start to the year they wanted. They had really a gauntlet.
Tough schedule.
It was a gauntlet of a schedule. So now what you got to hope, if you're Douglas, is other than last week, where Watertown kind of got on the roll, you got to hope, if you're Douglas, you can get after Watertown early and often, enough to put that in the back of the Arrow's mind that, hey, maybe we just can't get it done this year. Maybe it's not our year. If you can create that doubt, for the Douglas Patriots early, you got a good shot at being in this game until the end. And the longer you hang around in these football games, you always got a shot to win them.
And last year, if you remember right, the state champions went out to Douglas and started off very slow in that first half. Now they were able to blow it open and get it together in the second half. But if you get a slow start like that, and like you said, to your credit, anytime that you keep a team in, the longer you keep them in, the more dangerous it gets.
Watertown has a good football team, but they are not good enough to just show up and just beat anybody by 34 points. If they don't show up and prepared for tonight, if they're distracted by homecoming and everything that comes along with that, they will be in for a long night. It's still an 11-man football game here in Double-A. Douglas is going to show up ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, Douglas definitely isn't coming here and just, coming here and showing up and going through the motions. Douglas they've come a long way to come play football, and what better role to play than that of spoiler?
Watertown has not won on this field yet. They don't want that tradition to start tonight.
Yeah, and if you're Watertown, this is the game you want. You've had this one circled for the last couple of weeks here. Homecoming's always a big deal, but it's a bigger deal when it's historic. And this is historic in that it's the first one at the AMAC, but I'm telling you, brother, I am looking to my right, and I see nothing but people, and I'm looking to my left, and I see nothing but people. There is a massive crowd here tonight.
It's more purple and gold than I like seeing. As I just think of Vikings fan, but no, it's a beautiful sight to see out here tonight. A lot of purple and gold.
I mean, you're going sideline to sideline here, Tyson, where there is people here from end zone to end zone. I don't know if I remember seeing this many people at the stadium ever.
Yeah, the concourse still got a ton of people, and I can still see cars pulling in. We still got about 10 minutes till this thing kicks off. People are still showing up. Here come your Arrows, Sam.
Yeah, here comes your Watertown Arrows, your defending state champions, coming after it, hoping to get the first W of the year. Shout out to the Arrow Education Foundation here today doing hamburgers and hot dogs, chips, and soda. So I got here early. I went down and I said, can I get a hamburger? And they're like, yep, do you want a meal? I said, sure, I'll take a meal. $5.
I saw it, $5 for one, $20 for a family.
Yeah.
If my crew would have been here already, we'd have been in on that for sure.
Yeah, where else can you go and get a great burger? Not to mention he had Tommy Mattingly behind the grill just grilling it up.
So service comes with it.
He killed it.
That's awesome.
Absolutely killed it. So Aero Education Foundation out there doing their thing. Go see them if you get an opportunity.
Selena Ingalls is down there selling bar stool chairs from the old stadium.
Okay.
So if you're looking for some chairs.
Little history there.
Yeah, she said to come down there and find her. They're going to be there a while. There's only 65 of them, she told me. So it's a big deal. To get a part of history, you got to go down there early and try and pick up one of those chairs.
Yeah, and how great is this? We got the Watertown Marching Band on the field before the game playing the hometown song. It's great.
This is just an unbelievably fantastic looking field.
Gotta love the AMAC, man. The Allen Mitchell Athletic Complex, AMAC.
AMAC's definitely better than the mouthful there.
Yes, the AMAC. I'm trying to coin it, trying to get it to carry some legs.
Get that thing trademarked.
It's a lot easier to say, like you said. So now, so we're about 8 minutes to kickoff. We talked about Aero's health-wise. Tyson Miller out with a broken femur, so that one stings. He showed me a picture of his scar. It's
gnarly.
It's nasty. It is nasty. So, but he's in good spirits. I visited with him for a little bit. He's I was kind of working with the MASH unit. Had a torn ACL, a broken femur, turf toe, a broken wrist. So rough going for a few.
Jeez.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're just about 7.5 minutes away from kickoff. We're going to turn it over here to Ryan Neal, who's going to get us going for the greatest song ever composed, and we'll be back after the national anthem.
Please observe proper flag etiquette by facing the flag, removing your cap or hat, placing your right hand over your heart, and remaining respectful throughout the performance. Active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag. Tonight, the national anthem will be played by the Watertown High School Band under the direction of Austin Fordham. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Tyson, it doesn't matter how it gets played, whether it's a saxophone, a guitar, drums, somebody singing it. Best song ever, right?
Absolutely.
Goosebumps every time. Watertown Band killed it. Good job.
Fantastic.
All right, so we're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. We talk about it every week. I ask you the same question every week. I'm going to ask you it again. This game, this scenario, this piece of history, what do you want? Do you want the ball or do you want to defer, and why?
I want to take it tonight. I'm a big defer guy. Homecoming, looking for that first win at home. I want to set the tone early and often, all night tonight, because at halftime I want this game to be in hand. So tonight, I'm taking the ball.
Yeah, I'm a big defer guy too, for obvious reasons. In this particular case, though, I couldn't agree with you more. I 100% agree. Get the ball, bust one early, chunks, and if you can't get that big, 40, 50 yarder, you get chunks 10 at a time, 15 at a time. You know, you got royalties out here getting the students going, getting the hype. But I tell you what, man, and I hate to be redundant, but the crowd is insane.
Yeah,
like
still filing in.
There are people still filing in. It's legit, end zone to end zone. Like
I bet the band lost their spots down there.
Yeah, I mean the band has got a. Yeah, I mean here's a great shot of it from our Aero TV crew. Like you can see that there's just a good chunk of people here. So that's a lot of fun. And coming off the heels of the Powder Puff game last night and the burning of the W, there's a lot to be proud of.
I said
if you're an Aero,
they might need to filter over to the Douglas side here pretty soon. Thankfully, the sun's just gone down enough over there that you can sit on that side and not be sitting right in the sun too.
Yeah, shout out. Douglas showed up pretty good as far as traveling all the way across the state. I'm excited to watch Douglas play. You know, Douglas is they're still looking for their first win. Somebody is mad at us because that's Kyle Kramer taking down our towel. So now we can't see anything. Leave it to the DAT guy.
I mean, he's smarter to fix it since he works there.
Well, I don't know. He's struggling right now.
Gosh, I wish we could get a shot of him.
Yeah, like, can we get Kyle on camera just struggling to put the blanket up? There we go. He's got it. He's got it.
You know, in other years we've done this, so we've never gotten to call Douglas, correct? Not at home.
No, this is the first time that we've got to see Douglas in person. So it'll be interesting to. You know, Douglas in general. I mean, like you said, they're still looking for their first win of the season. I think they're maybe looking for their first win for the last couple seasons. I don't remember if they won a game last year or not. But have you ever been on a team, whether it's high school football, college football, or any like softball, baseball, or whatever? Have you ever been on a team that has gone a couple years or a few years before getting a win?
You know, when I was really young, playing softball in a little bit 4, 5, 6 year older league than we were supposed to be in. Mm-hmm. Those were some hard years in softball. But you're with your brothers out there, you're with your buddies. That's what makes it so special. Whether it's the practices or the games, even when the outcome doesn't always go your way, just that brotherhood that you form with everybody, that is special. You always want to win the games, obviously, but no, I've been a part of something similar just in that instance.
You know, I coached in Waverly for a few years, and we went a whole year without winning, and then we won our last game of the second season. You know,
and it feels like the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, it does, and like, I mean, you get that off your back, and then you know, things change, and it did. It felt like we won the Super Bowl, like it was Game 7 of the World Series. Everybody's smiling, taking pictures and stuff afterwards. So I hope Douglas gets that for the program. I hope they get that win. Obviously, I hope it doesn't happen tonight.
Right.
You know, but I hope for them and those kids. Those kids are coming a long ways to play football. The other portion of it is like those kids put in a lot of work,
right,
Monday through Thursday to get to where they're at in order to go and compete and play football. And it's challenging to get to practice every day, to put the work in, knowing that it's going to be a big challenge for you on Friday. So I do give a lot of props and respect to the Douglas kids for putting in the work that they do, and hopefully they put it all together and at some point this year, not today, but at some point this year they get it together and they finally get that win that they've been looking for.
All the sports are hard. You can't just form something in one day and start winning the next day.
Right.
No sport is like that, but football may be the most difficult.
Yeah, you got to build a program.
To really form that tradition and status of how things are, the standard of things is what I should say.
Yep.
They're not there yet. I'm curious to see the age of some of these boys for Douglas that are starting and playing a lot.
Yeah.
If it's a youth movement that's hopefully coming for them, or if it's a lot of seniors where it's going to be something that's reset every year. We'll see that here in a few minutes.
So just a few weeks ago, about a month ago, whatever it was, when we welcomed Sioux Falls Jefferson here, one thing that we talked about, and we talked about it at great length, was the amount of kids that were on the opposing sideline. And Jefferson had like 95 kids on their roster, 98 kids, something like that. And they didn't bring them all here, but I mean they traveled heavy.
Yep.
And I look across the sideline now, and I look at what Douglas has got. Douglas does not. There's not a lot of kids there.
Now this reminds you more of your Waverly coaching days, looking across the sideline.
Yes.
I was also very surprised to see that sideline look a little bare compared to Watertown or obviously at Jefferson a few weeks ago. getting the numbers for enrollment for football up will certainly help them in the long run. But yeah, tonight a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't appear like there's a lot of kids there. However, that being said, I mean, 56-1, 22-2 coming out as the captains, lacked arm in arm. I mean, those guys have got to be the leaders of a team, and being on that 0-8 team before myself and 1-7 before, it's tough, man. It is. It's like it's hard for the players. It's hard for the coaches. The coaches are trying to stay optimistic and positive and keep the players up, and and then the players got to go out there and do the work. So, like I said, I hope they get it done. Just not today.
Are we going to go down there to the ref or not quite? To the umpire for this one? Maybe not.
I don't know.
I'll tell you this, Mooney. I was on a team once that had 6 guys on the sideline. We just only had 15 guys on the roster. We won a lot of our games, but it is something different. I didn't expect this, I guess, for AA is what I'm trying to say. But hey, at the time, just 11 on 11 out there when it all gets.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. I mean,
don't need a lot on the sideline.
Contrition comes into play.
Yeah.
Watertown has won the toss. They elected to receive and then that.
Okay, there we go. Watertown wins the toss.
They won it. They wanted the ball. They want to go score.
Yep.
You know, I told you it's going to be a big game for Tyson Scott. I think first play of the game.
Tyson Scott.
Oh, Tyson Miller.
Your Tyson.
Lincoln Scott.
Your Tyson.
I was thinking Tyson Miller there.
I swear, by the end of the game, we'll get Lincoln's name right at some point.
I think I'm going to call a small audible. I think wrinkle here for Hordo. I think we're taking the top off the defense in the first play. I want to see it happen more. Why not just let it rip on the first one?
Let me tell you,
why not?
If Pitkin just blows one open and launches 140 yards and hits Swenson for a bomb,
is it going to be Swenson? Is it going to be Hansen?
If they blow the top off, I'm gonna go Pitkin to Swenson for 66 yards.
I think Decker would be the wild card pick there.
Nah, Decker's more concentrated on sacks.
I know. He had a nice little over-the-shoulder touchdown last week that got called back.
He did.
And it looked nice. He's a good athlete.
Oh, he's a great athlete.
But I've really never seen him play a lot of offense, so that was in the absence of Hansen. But
I mean, overall, like he is an athlete. I got to spend a lot of time with him at softball fields this year, visiting with him, watching him play. He's a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little play action over the top here on the first play. That's just my opinion.
Well, call it out. Who to who and how many yards?
I want to at least see who comes out in offense, and then I will say.
I remember 3-4 years ago when we started this thing and we called Juven.
Well, we knew Juven was the returner.
That one's going to go out of bounds. Okay, so I said 66 yards. So I'm going to be a little shy.
75?
Because now in the NFL that's the 40. So it's a 20. Is it the 25 here?
I think it's the 30, isn't it?
35? 40?
35?
35 looks like.
Yep. So 65 yards here coming.
I said 66. So before anything even happened, I said 66 yards.
Caden Decker is out there.
Picking to Swenson for 66 yards. I could be a yard off.
You didn't say which Swenson either. You're going to go Cutler here on the bottom by himself?
I shouldn't have to.
Okay.
I shouldn't have to. I just go pick Swenson.
I like this press man.
Look at this. We got single coverage, one-on-one.
That's right.
No safety over the top.
There he goes, Decker.
Get over. Oh! Come on, stand on your feet. Get over there. Oh, you got caught up. Come on, that would have been great.
One play action over the top.
Oh man,
I was close. You had the guy.
I tell you what, if I get an opportunity to talk to him over, by the time that this game's over or when the game's over, I promise I'm going to kick him in the shin. I'm 100% kicking him in the shin.
We had a chance there. We were close.
There, get fast. Stay on your feet. Oh, a great block
we
there.
get a block in the back by Decker, or what's the flag on here? No, it's not Decker.
I think it's on excessive celebration in the booth.
Oh, Douglas.
Man, I tell you what, Cutler Swenson, young man, you owe me a blizzard.
I think I'm the one that started it.
I said 66 yards before they even took the field. I said pick into Swenson for 66 yards. It would have been 65.
I think the Lincoln Scott show starts now, though.
Yes. I formation, heavy. Off tackle. Go north and south, young man. Is there a flag on the field there, Tyson?
Yeah, there is. It's going to be brought back.
Is that laundry? Man, I am so sad. I am so sad.
They end up saying how long the completion was?
On the
55?
He got tackled at, like, did he go down at the 25?
That darn flag is what threw me off. So
I think he went down at the 25, Tyson. Ugh.
Yeah, that single, just press man coverage out here. That was.
I mean, no safety. But I thought maybe like he would go over
another
the top,
one, Sam. Personal foul.
What's it? A face mask?
Face mask, yeah. They really want Lincoln Scott to get in here too, it looks like. Keep giving him a little bit more of an advantage every time.
Pickens going to be under center, 2 up top.
Speed sweep.
Yep, go north and south. 27, that's
Kyle Paulson.
That's Kyle Paulson, the sophomore. Might be getting a little bit of time in lieu of Tyson Miller.
All right.
Second and goal from the 2. You got 3 chances.
I think Scott gets them all.
Yeah.
You know, when I used to play with my twin brother, this was always red 10. Red 10 was automatic QB sneak. He'd always steal touchdowns from everybody. He got in this area, and it was automatically QB sneak coming.
So he's a big Jalen Hurts fan.
Yeah, I think this is. I don't think they're going to let him change the play. It's going to Scott, and it's in the end zone.
Yeah, Scott's going to walk in, and the Arrows are going to have their first lead at the AMAC. On a touchdown, I said it again. Lincoln Scott.
Brett is just getting so much airtime.
Yeah, they're gonna go back and watch this game, and
they'll just be laughing the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lincoln gets a touchdown. He can't even get his name in the program.
At least I didn't call him Tyson Scott. I mean, I called him his dad's name at least.
I wasn't my own name. It was the other running back. I was thinking.
I felt like there was a lot of narcissism in there. It sounded pretty conceited.
I don't score any touchdowns anymore. Never did.
Extra point is good. 7-0 Arrows. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout, catch our breath, and get back for Douglas's first possession.
We turn our lights on here a little bit.
All right, we're back. That was an exciting drive. 7-0 Arrows. What you got a prediction for a final?
No, I don't want to give one.
Yeah, no.
You gotta either do it before the game or you gotta wait.
That's fair.
That's like fair. Picking the spread at halftime. You know, it's just.
Well, I mean, it changes. It changes. Good end over end kick. Douglas is going to get it at about their 10.
Nice tackle by number 84.
Go down.
Gavin Robinson.
Robinson.
No N.
I don't believe there's an N. 84. Yeah, Robinson. Ugh. All right. Let's settle in here and see what the Arrow defense is doing. Over under. How many times they throw at Cole Hansen?
Under.
I was going to say 2.5.
Well, I'm still taking the under then.
2.5 times they throw at him. We'll see how many. See if he can get his hands on one. I know he's dying for a pick. Douglas is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, run it on the left side there.
Ketway got him, wrapped him up on the leg and brought him down.
2nd and 10 here for Douglas. What do you got to do if you're Douglas? How do you move the ball? If you're attacking this Arrows defense, and you're Douglas, Tyson, how are you doing that?
You know, I think Watertown's going to be tight in the box for a good part of the night, and that does mean taking some shots. I don't know who you exactly take them at.
Are you going to dare them to throw?
I think you have to, and you can't always just get behind the sticks throwing the ball every down. But I think you're going to see a little bit of that tonight, not just drop back and hand it off all night. Connor Wright, the senior quarterback, he is a tall guy, 6'4", under center there. Runs into his fullback.
You can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just a gang of arrows jumping in on that tackle.
Lose a yard or two there.
I think that was Luca Lesson. Yeah, it was number 65 for the Arrows.
Yeah, interesting to see 65. Wasn't that Jaden Lambert?
Yeah,
that was Lambert last year.
I am going to get that petition started. Once you get a number, you don't get to change it until you graduate.
I feel like that's a good call.
Not a fan of the changing of numbers. Get me all confused with guys from the past.
Yeah, agreed. You know, if you're 27 last year, you should be 27 this year.
Have talked to Danielson about that.
There's a positive yard there.
Hunter Peterson just folded in there at the end and ended up making that good tackle.
That's a big back for Douglas, number 44 there. That's Carson Hicks, 5'10", 200 pounds he's listed at. Speaking of big guys, look at this dude running.
Christensen's running off the field. He's clogging up the middle, making him punt early.
You know, Connor Christensen, the 6'2", 295 pound sophomore. Maybe send him down to Tampa to stop the tush push.
Yeah. Probably hopping on a flight after this.
Yeah, he might be. He might lose his amateur status after that.
Arrow's going to bring a little pressure here. You got everybody standing up.
Yeah, Douglas is standing up too.
Hunter almost got back there, Hunter Peterson.
Yeah, that ball is sky high. Looks like it's going to get a good Douglas bounce, roll on that turf.
It's just hard for me when I don't see Randall pick up that punt. I think it just yeah. The word I can't use what I want to. It makes him mad when he doesn't get to get his hands on the ball.
Yeah, for sure. The dude's fearless. Like, he wants the ball, and you know, like when you're the punt returner, kick returner, and that's like, I mean, he's not a huge part of the offense, but he's a huge part of the special teams. And you know, when you only get your hands on the ball, you know, a handful of times a game, you want it.
You know, kick return, at least you got a little breathing room. You got to be wired a little differently.
Listen,
up top to be a punt returner.
Listen, if you're a punt returner, you're psycho.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just all there is.
Just to sit back there. Even sometimes when you fair catch it, get drilled out of nowhere.
100%. So. Yeah, if you're a punt returner, you're definitely psycho. Pickens going to drop back here. There's the big one to Swenson on the sideline. Oh, we just lead him a little too far.
Out of balance. He had him, just drifted a little bit too much outside.
Yeah, Swenson definitely had his guy beat, but you see the big arm there from Pitkin. I mean, he goes 40 to 20 there.
Not like anybody, you lose a little accuracy the farther you got to throw it downfield.
Yep.
You want to see that ball come out a second faster. So instead of hitting him at 40 yards, he's hitting him at 32, 30 yards. Yeah, accuracy is just better that way.
And obviously, you'd like to see him give his receiver an opportunity to make the catch. He makes the catch, but clearly out of bounds. But big arm by Pickett.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's fun to see him taking shots, too.
That's kind of what I was thinking here. Just see him open it up a little bit. Here goes Lincoln Scott.
There goes Lincoln Scott.
And there he goes.
There he goes. Let's see him turn on the Jets, young man.
Just hard to get that boy on the ground.
Yeah, he's just fun to watch.
We talked about, some other passes.
No brace.
We talked about other good running backs for the Arrows.
Yeah.
I think his balance is really what sets him apart from some of the other ones. He's really hard to get down on the ground. He's just, he's not like he's an overly tall guy, but he's got really good balance, a low, strong, powerful center of gravity.
So back in the backfield here now for the Arrows, it is Brody Randall. The senior is spelling for Scott.
He doesn't get his hands on it at punt return. He just checks in at running back.
I like it. Play action here.
There you go, Hunter.
I thought he was going to walk in.
He's going to.
Nice cut.
A little Olay.
Yeah, nice cut up there in the middle, and Hunter Peterson is going to walk it in. 6'3", 225 pounds. Let me tell you what, we haven't called his name a whole lot, but he's getting legit looks from some schools, Tyson.
Yeah, he's a heck of a football player. Great frame, good athlete as you can see. Way to not take down and be satisfied. Looking how to cut it up, get up in the end zone.
Yeah, I like how Pitkin just throws a little grenade there, and then Peterson does the rest. Nice cut inside there, avoids contact, walks right in. Another 6 for the Arrows.
A good read by Pitkin. You can take the shot over the top. That's risky, and you can maybe score on it. Take the easy 8 to 10 yard completion and let your stud go to work.
Well, you know what? You know what's a beautiful thing in football that we don't talk about a whole lot? Yak.
Yeah.
Yeah, yak is a beautiful thing.
I said when you got an athletic tight end like that can do it, just get in the ball with a little space like he had and let him do the rest.
Yeah, it was a well-designed play, and here's a great shot of the crowd. I mean, that's just a quarter of the crowd. I mean, there's quite a few people in attendance tonight. Shout out to the Watertown community for showing up here tonight.
Lake Erie Tech, that's the first shirt I've seen that's not purple or gold, I feel like.
Yep, little LATC there getting some love. See, who do we got in here? Is that, I thought we saw maybe a Turback.
Stewie was in there. There's Bill.
There? Oh, yeah.
Bill Keller.
Yep.
Shout out to the legend.
Yeah, that was Turback because there's his wife right there. Let's see who else we got. It's
like a little crowd surfing here.
Yeah, where's Waldo in the crowd here? You got a 49ers hat on there? Nobody likes to see that.
Throw that guy out. You know, if someone get me like a VIP like badge, I could walk down there and just tell them you're being asked to leave, sir.
Yeah, it's time to go. Great job. Ooh, great tackle there.
Number 16.
By Owen Engelbrecht. That's a big dude, man. He's 6'5", 190 pounds, and he just threw him down.
I first thought the return didn't look too big, but it was because he's so tall.
Yeah, look at this. This is a great tackle.
Number 21 there, Joshua Smith on the return.
Owen Engelbrecht. That's a great tackle. Great wide open field tackle.
Again, a lot of the names we've mentioned so far for Douglas have been seniors, so a little bit older team than maybe what we maybe thought we were going to get here.
What do they got on the sideline, Tyson? There. Oh man, I think that young man is banged up a little bit on that play. They got 15 guys on the sidelines there.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Did Watertown miss their first extra point or the second one?
Second one. We were celebrating and
calling people by their wrong name.
Yep. That's 3 plays and three running plays here.
Nice wrap-up tackle there by Scott.
Yeah.
Number 22, the running back there for Douglas, Peyton Sandel, another senior, 5'10", 175-pound senior.
Positive yards that time for Douglas, though, bringing up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, you know, whether it's play action or just a couple yards a time like that, that's what Douglas has to do here. Just slow and methodical to kind of get back in this game. And again, with that play action, just throw Watertown a different look or two if you can. Going to come out here and spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. 4 wide here, 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. Got a running back behind the quarterback.
Here comes Caden Decker then, if you're going to throw it.
Yeah, and they're going to spread them out and then run and get a positive yards there. Good run there.
Nice tackle again by Cooper Ketwig.
Yeah, we haven't called Ketwig's name a whole lot this year, but good to see him get a wide open tackle there too. Definitely stopped a 3rd down, brings up a 3rd and 2, and if you're Douglas, this is manageable for sure.
Yeah, you wonder, you know, I know you're backed up in your own field here, but I wonder what becomes 4-down territory in a game where, you know, you're going to have to score a lot of points.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have probably the tush-push in their repertoire.
In the old repertoire.
So we'll see what they got here. Kind of efficiency in the big nose tackles in there for the Arrows. We'll see if they try to get through him or go a little bit different route.
You got good size there in Peyton Sandel. Like I said, I mean, 200 pounds, 175 pounds there. I mean, or 100. Yeah, they're going to go right up the middle.
Ketwig drops him in the backfield.
Yeah.
Hunter comes and cleans it up. Hunter Peterson. So good play there by Cooper Ketwig. That's going to make him punt.
Yeah, 175 pounds there is Peyton Sandel. So, I mean, he's a big kid. But, you know, give props to Christensen. Comes in, plugs a hole, gets a stop on the 3rd down. Ketwig gets the tackle. But, you know, Christensen's not going to show up in the stat sheet on that one, but you got to show him some love.
That's the thing is some of those times, you know, you're not always designed for your defensive lineman to make a tackle.
Right.
It's got to keep those middle linebackers especially clean to flow through and make that tackle. A good job there by Connor letting Cooper flow free and make that tackle in the backfield.
Douglas is going to have to punt, and in all likelihood, the Arrows are going to have great field position for their 3rd drive of the game.
Oh, better field position.
Yeah,
got a hand on that one.
On it for sure. Heads up, ref. That's going to take a great bounce for the
Douglas,
Arrows.
grab it. There you go.
Yeah, it's going all the way to the
pick it up.
20.
Pick it up. Go.
Yep, there you go. Oh, he blew it dead. He blew it dead. The referee blew it dead. The side judge there.
He did.
Yep.
I don't know if in high school you're supposed to blow it a little faster, but
no,
we were always taught when you pick that ball up, you hand it to the official.
Yeah, who got the block here?
I think Hunter Peterson got a hand on it.
Yeah, Peterson just got his fingers on it.
we go Scott here again for a three-burger.
No, it doesn't look like he's back there.
Going to spread the love around a little bit. Randall's back there.
Yeah, Randall's back there. Single back. 2 Pickens left, 3 to the left. Well, I think the Arrows got away with the false start there. Oh, throw it behind him. He had a couple options there.
Caden Decker was coming clean up that far sideline. They just turned him loose and kind of lost him coming out of there in motion.
Yeah, I thought he had Swenson on the bottom pylon there too.
If Pitkins sees him, he hits his head on the goalpost.
You know, Caden Decker.
Yeah, Caden Decker, he's mad on the sideline.
You know, he's a Giants fan.
You know, I knew there was something about him that I wasn't just a huge fan of.
A Giants fan.
Everything else about him seems great, but
how many of those guys are running around? We're going to go to the fullback here.
Number 8, Corbin Hansen.
Corbin Hansen, the senior.
Spreading the love around. He's a big senior, 210-pound fullback.
Yeah, it's the first time we've called his name all year. So nice to see him get some touches. A little different.
Kessler Swenson's bringing into play here. Decker's coming back in. I think you might say that same wheel route.
You like that wheel route?
I think Caden Decker was told one play, and I think he's calling his own here, saying we're running again, Marcus, I'm open.
Well, let's see. He's in the slot here up top.
Nobody's on him quite yet.
No, there we go. Somebody comes over. Oh, he's got him.
No, he's just running the hitch here. Yep.
Uh-oh, Pickens in trouble.
Go, Marcus. Take off running.
He's got a guy. Oh, yeah! That's Kessler Swenson.
A nice tip pass.
And, hey, you know what? That's a catch on Sunday, Jason.
Just like you drew it up. That was beautiful.
That's definitely a catch on Sunday. He had both feet in.
And for Marcus, way to keep your eyes downfield. You can take off and pick up a few yards, but he throws it where it's out of harm's way. It's at the sideline and just a tip, but a heck of a good catch there by Kessler Swenson.
I think what you see there too is you see the arm strength of young Mr. Pickin. I mean, he's got a little cannon attached to that shoulder. I mean, he had some juice on that one.
Thankfully, he had enough to skip it over his first guy's hands to get to the second one. And that's a better looking extra point. 20-0 Arrows.
Yeah, if you're the Arrows, good start. You got 3 minutes left in the first quarter. You're up 20-0. You've shown that you can do whatever you want on offense, defense. Only giving up a couple yards. I mean, no first downs on 3 drives.
Yeah, not a first down given up yet.
Can we maybe take this opportunity here to get a shot of our new decal on the wall here? So right there, this little fella.
I can hit the light for you, Moody.
No, that's okay. Well, if you got a light. So that's courtesy of Nate Graff and Sign Pro came over and took care of that for us and put a little decal on there. So that little fella right there, that is courtesy of Nate Graff and Sign Pro. So we appreciate them and everything they do for not only Aero TV but for the community.
Light switches are too fancy in this brand new booth. I guess I don't have it figured out yet.
You got to clap.
And where I come from, you just flick it up or down and it goes on or off. So it's too high tech for me.
We hooked it up to where you tell the Alexa to turn them on and off.
Yeah,
that's kind of nice.
Didn't work for me.
That'll happen. Douglas is going to take it from the 10. Oh, he's got a seat.
There he goes.
Oh, he's got one beat. He's got one mighty beat. He's going to go to the sideline.
Oh, breaks another tackle. Breaks another one.
Oh, my.
Cale Allen out there just running.
The only guy that he had to beat was Carson Schlott, and Schlott kind of threw his body at him and slowed him down enough. But
yeah, check out this replay.
Yeah, what a great run by Cale Allen.
Hits that sideline and breaks another tackle.
Yeah, right here.
He's going to break another one yet.
And you know what? Schlott went right at his legs, went at his hip, and kind of threw himself at him. And, Allen, he just kind of bounced off of him.
That's some good film for the Arrows, though. You can't just throw your shoulder to a guy. You got to wrap up. You got to grab some jersey on the back.
Yep.
And the last 2 guys are just both throwing shoulders. That's not going to get a good football player down.
Kind of flailing the body there.
You see that a lot in the NFL, and it's still... I still can't figure out why those guys try to do that all the time. Just wrap them up and bring them down.
We're going to get positive yards here for 22 again. That's Peyton Sandel.
Caden Decker with a nice tackle there. He kind of got ran into, but a nice wrap-up tackle.
Decker and Scott in on the tackle.
Yeah, Scott got taken on offense, but he ain't coming out on defense. He wants to get a few more tackles in there. Big drive here for the Arrows. I mean, great field position for Douglas. You got to stop him here.
Douglas is going to be in the eye, yeah. And if you're Watertown, you got to stop him.
Obviously, 4-down territory for Douglas.
For sure, for sure. You're going to see the first pass of the night.
Uh-oh.
He's going to throw that one away. Decker's over there.
We're still on the under for Cole Hansen targets, right? Because that one's the opposite side there.
Correct, yep. Yeah, we're going to get an intentional grounding here, Tyson.
Yeah. The only one out there even remotely close was Caden Decker.
So explain the intentional grounding for us. In the pocket, out of the pocket, line of scrimmage. Walk us through that.
Well, if you're in the pocket, there's that imaginary box that you got to stay in like 3 yards, basically to the tackle.
Yep.
And you got to at least throw it in the range of one of your receivers, one of your eligible receivers. If you're outside of the pocket and there's no receiver, it's got to just get beyond the line of scrimmage there.
Right.
In his case, he was in the pocket and there was nobody out there.
Yeah, nobody over there, and he just kind of flailing it over his shoulder.
I might have missed it. I didn't see. There was a little pressure, but I didn't.
Yeah,
see
there was good pressure.
I didn't see quite where he was going with that one.
Yeah, there was good pressure up the middle. I think he just kind of panicked and just hucked it away.
Sometimes you can get away with that. Like if you really overthrow it in the direction of your receiver, and you can get away with it. It slipped or whatever. But something like that, there ain't no.
We even saw it on Sunday Night Football when Russell Wilson threw the ball into the tunnel. So it's got to be in the vicinity.
Don't get me started on him. Caden Decker's probably got something to say about Russell Wilson.
He probably does. 3rd and 21 here. I'm not sure what you dial up for this one, but we'll see what Douglas decides to do.
Screen or something here, just get some yards back.
Got a guy in motion. Oh, tough snap. And there you go. There's a good hands catch. That's a great pass by the quarterback. A better catch by the receiver.
That was number 2.
Yeah, that's number 2, Owen Moninger, 5'10" senior. Now you got yourself right there in position at 4th and 3.
Yeah, what do they dial? The chain game says first. Oh, there we go. 4th down. That's better.
Yeah, it should be 4th and roughly 3. Now you got yourself in a manageable situation after the big gain on 3rd down.
What will they come up with here? Cole Hansen's man. I mean, if this were going to take a shot, this is what I would do. It come down here at Cole Hansen and you got nothing to lose. They're going to toss left.
Yeah, that's not going to end very well.
Number 8, Corbin Hansen in the backfield blows that one up and gets the ball back for the Arrows.
Yeah, just a slew of guys there in the backfield, and I think if you're Douglas, you got to try to move the ball. You got to throw the ball.
When on something like that, where I know we said it's maybe advised sometimes you can throw it Cole Hansen on a 4th down and 4. When you're playing press man like that, and there's no safety anywhere near it. Yeah. That's when you can take that shot.
Right.
Maybe get a PI call, get a little luck in there, but they decide to toss it, and Mr. Hansen blows it up in the backfield.
Yeah, so it's going to be 20-0 Arrows. They're going to take over with 1:21 left here in the first. Take the ball over on the 19.
Is Randall back there, Sam?
That does look like Randall, yep.
He's going to get a toss right.
And he's going to get it here. A little bit of a gain there.
He's going to pick up 4 or 5 yards.
Oh, we got a guy down.
That's Hunter Peterson.
That's not
He's going to get up.
We figure out a way to get these lights on in front of us. How do we turn those bad boys on?
It's something up here.
Is it over here? They broke?
All this fancy stuff we ain't got quite figured out yet.
Yeah, we need like the clapper.
We might have to work on that at the quarter break, Sam.
Looks like those guys got their lights on. Somebody smarter and better looking than us come up here and. Okay, I guess we need to be reset. So. All right. Pickens going to play action here and go
Oh, that's Kessler again. Hunter.
Oh, yeah, look at that stiff arm. Jeez, he's holding that ball like a loaf of bread.
Bad knee says, give me the ball, I'm fine.
Sheesh. Big old stiff arm. I tell you what, I love his size, man. Hunter Peterson, big dude.
Just a big target. Quarterback friendly. Just, again, get it to him and let him do his thing with it.
Look at the stiff arm. Boom, get off me, and then he's just holding the ball out there like a loaf of bread, covers it up when he needs to.
They're going to let this one run to the quarter, Sam.
Yeah, you might as well. 9 seconds left here. We'll take a break at quarter break 2, Tyson, and see if we can get some lights turned on. And And we'll take this first break here, brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. We'll be back for the second quarter. Appreciate everybody at home that's watching. If you're watching from home and you're listening to Tyson and I and the Aero TV broadcast, let us know where you're from, who you're watching, and who you're rooting for. And if we're lucky, the handsome and talented Tyson will give you a shout out.
I'd like to give a shout out to the dance team out here, but I don't know their name.
Watertown dance team.
But we get a first quarter show.
I know Mark Bellum's at home watching the Arrows right now. So shout out to Bellum, and appreciate him watching Aero TV, and hope he's having a good day.
He must be the only guy that's not here because this place is full.
Yeah, this place is full. Get caught up on the chat. Bethany Severson's watching. She says, "Let's go Arrows." She's saying no blizzards for me. I've been on an anti-blizzard kick for the whole month.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, I haven't had a blizzard once.
Shout out to the Watertown dance team then. That was cool.
Sarah Decker says, watching from Houston just for number 9. Go Decker, that's his aunt. So appreciate you watching, Sarah. And then LaWanda Florence, come on Douglas, you guys can do this. Appreciate you watching, LaWanda. And then Vanessa Renee, Douglas, we want number 50. So appreciate
Let's try to find number 50 here coming up.
Yep. Pickens gonna go drop back. Lots of time.
Caden Decker's wide open if you can hit him.
He's going deep. Oh, and just off of Decker's hands.
Now that one he's got to come up with.
Yeah, that's a good ball by Pitkin. Melissa Freitas watching Lincoln Scott, number 20 from California. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks for watching all the way there. Derek Smith said, "Hi there, I'm Derek Smith. Introduction of my uncle Brent to get inducted into the halftime tomorrow, watching from Sioux Falls." That's cool. Rebecca Brimmer, go Jesse James, number 69, and all the Douglas Patriots watching from Louisiana. So I appreciate that, watching Douglas from Louisiana on Aero TV. That's cool. And we're going back here. What do we got?
You said Brent getting induced into the Hall of Fame. He's got a crew down in the first suite. They got a nice little party going on down there.
Yeah, that's cool. Ooh, a little shovel pass right up the middle to Tyson. Or excuse me, that's Hunter.
The old Kansas City Chiefs play. Look like you're going option right and shovel pass it back to the tight end coming across.
Squibbler's upset with us. He said, "Why do the announcers need to yell into the mics, turn down the volume a bit and calm down?" Sorry, man, we're just trying to enjoy the game. You know, we're having fun. Arrows are up by 20, so we're just enjoying it and having fun. Apologize if it's too loud for you there, man.
We'll have to work on that.
We'll work on that. Vanessa Renee is watching for California for number 50, Douglas. Nice job, guys, in Watertown. Terry Ingalls. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here. It's the first time that the Arrows have had a 3rd and long. Pickens going to drop back. Going way over the top here to Swenson. He's going to out-throw him by about 5 yards. What do you do here? You go for it or you punt?
I mean, I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him probably punt here. Just you're up 20-0. Nothing crazy and dangerous here. Punt it. Get your defense back out there. They're playing good.
Yep. Macaulay Robeson says, watching from Texas. Shout out to Gavin and Gage Robeson of the Arrows. Appreciate you watching all the way from Texas. Here we go. Jeremiah Schulte, Dakota State, the Patriot payout line. Jeremiah Schulte's watching.
Love that.
Appreciate you watching. Hope he's doing well. State champion last year at Dakota State.
his brother and his sister-in-law are here with my wife and kids watching the game, so they got a front row seat tonight.
I like that. I like that a lot. Carter Engels says sending love from Augustana. We saw Carter here last week, so nice to see the alumni.
I'm rooting for him, but I'm still not rooting for Augustana.
Well, hey, Carter can do well. He's a big kid.
I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, he'll do great.
Taylor Reimerson, he's watching home on the couch tonight. He asked for a shout-out.
We love Taylor.
He's just sitting in a nice, warm AC house, just chilling, watching the game.
Good dude. Super good dude. Arrows are going.
Oh, they're going to fake it.
Oh, that's picking.
Just get that punt off.
Yeah, there you go. Take a shot. Might as well throw it. It's 4th down. Take the shot. And then Bailey James, go Patriots, cheering number 69, number 33, number 12, number 9. On from Box Elder. Mama loves you, Jesse James. Well, we love Jesse James, too.
Yeah.
It's a solid name.
Yeah.
It's a solid name for sure. Thanks for watching, Bailey. So Douglas is going to take over on the turnover of downs. You think that was designed, Tyson? You think that play was designed?
It looked like, because he had time to punt it. Even when he got around the corner, I thought he might quick punt it. Again, that's a lot of confidence in your defense, so you're playing good.
Yeah.
You feel like you got nothing to lose, let's try it. And worst case scenario, we'll send our defense out there. That's been excellent, and we'll get another stop.
Yeah, he's defensively, I mean, they've been fine. They had that one 3rd down play that they picked up about 18 on.
Oh, they got a flinch here in the right tackle.
Yeah, they're
63.
Yeah, they're going to call it here too. Here, you like this one. Travis Hookey says, "Go Arrows." Travis Hookey from Watertown, and then he said, "Eagles won."
Eagles won. It's like a nightmare right now.
This will be a false start on Douglas. It'll move them back 5 yards, so it'll be 1st and 15. And if you're Douglas here, you're trying to open up the playbook, you want to throw a little bit?
You know, maybe on 1st down, so you can get some of those yards back, but I think it's got to be coming here yet in the next couple plays.
Yeah, I think so. But if you're Douglas too, like, you've proven that you can move the ball by throwing it. I mean, like I said, they had that great 18 yards, 19 yards or so.
Oh, we got another one. The receiver down here, number 16 for Douglas. Just got a little antsy. Alexander Richters, junior wide receiver.
Victoria Lamb says for Douglas, but best announcing we've heard all year, so appreciate that. Oh, I could jinx you.
Huh?
So good. That probably won't be good. Appreciate that, Victoria. Appreciate you watching and listening. Leland Harding, 97 Arrow, watching from Willow Lake. And then Chase Christensen says, shout out Big Con, number 74. We've called his name a bunch of times already.
He's clogging up the middle.
Yeah, doing really well.
That Douglas crowd it's actually doubled, Sam. So, I mean, obviously it's a long drive, but it's doubled up and it's filled in a lot better.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more.
Got some good people watching at home with us, too, it looks like, from Douglas.
Yeah, there's a good shot at the Douglas crowd there. Yeah, and we appreciate the Douglas crowd watching. Kerry Kennedy said, keep fighting, Douglas. Thank you to the commentators for being respectful towards the Patriots. Not everyone is. Cheer your team, but you are so respectful. We appreciate that. We try to be.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we try to be. I mean, it's Arrow TV.
We are a little biased, naturally.
Yep, of course we're a little biased. But, yeah, I mean, like, so at the end of the day, like, these are still kids, man, right? Like, right? I mean, they're playing football. They're doing their best. And
all respectful. I mean, it's been a great game so far. Just so far, obviously, in the Arrow's favor, but 22 great kids out there on both sides so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, like you said, I mean, they're kids, like, and we need to understand that. And sometimes it's hard to keep that in mind that they are kids as they drop back to pass here.
Nice catch there.
Hey, that's a dot, too. Like, that's a good arm strength there.
Number 9, Mason Lauber hauls that one in. Get some of those yards back. Just about, I don't know if that was Decker who almost made a play on it. Number 8 maybe, but nice catch there by Douglas.
Yeah, move the ball here a little bit, brings up a 2nd and 17.
And they've had some success passing over the middle. Mm-hmm. Not so much down the side or deep, but through the middle of that linebacking core, they've picked up a few yards so far.
Go 2nd and 17 here with 10 minutes left in the second here. You're going to drop back and pass again. Oh boy. Yeah, pressure finally gets to him. Is that Christensen? I think that is Christensen.
He swallowed him up and brought him down.
Yeah, Christensen, I mean, you're not going to get out of his way. Jeez, that's a big kid.
Man, he is a big, strong boy. We're going to see it again here. He just swallows him up whole.
Yeah, good pressure there by, I want to say Lambert. That's not Lambert anymore.
It looks like Hawk, and
it's Luca Lesson.
Moves like Lambert, but it's Mr. Christensen in the backfield.
I mean, 65 got some pressure in there too, but Christensen just swallowed him up.
They want this crowd to get loud here. Luca Lesson does.
Yeah, 3rd and 26. Let's see. Still haven't thrown at Cole yet.
And now he's off deep. This wouldn't be the. No. See if we get a bubble screen or something. We're just going to toss right. Nice job, Luca Lesson.
Yeah,
the
Luca
edge there.
Lesson, very nice, holding the edge there. Big 3rd down stop. It's going to bring up 4th and. If that's 4th and 26, that's a little 4th and 29.
So Randall, he's going to take a step or two up now. He's getting his hands on this one.
Josh Rossman says, "Go Arrows." Class of 2001. He's in Scottsdale, Arizona. Watching, appreciate that. Vanessa and Renee, let's go Patriots. And then Linda Newmiller, Grandma Linda, DHS number 2, Owen Moninger. So appreciate those guys watching.
Keep an eye on here on Hunter Peterson. I don't see him right now. He's got his hand on one of them, but he's not in there.
That's a good punt there. Takes a decent Douglas bounce. The Arrows are going to take over about the 40-yard line. Arrows have done a little differently on offense. I mean, we've seen a lot of Brody Randall, not a ton of Lincoln Scott.
Some deep passing.
A lot of deep passing. Yeah, we've seen them attack through the air. We haven't seen a whole lot of that throughout the year.
No,
we've seen a lot of it today.
I think that's why they opened up on the first play. They wanted to give Douglas a different look. They want to give other teams that scout them a different look, so you don't just always maybe clog that box against Watertown, show them something different. And it's worked so far.
Yeah, I mean, it has. I mean, you've got a 20-point lead, and at this point, I mean, you can do some different things and show some different looks, and you'll get some different things on tape.
They're going to get Scott back involved again, and he's going to take off.
Surprised that he got tackled there. I mean, he hit that hole hard and took off.
A 16-yard pickup there by Lincoln Scott. Randall's going to come in and then give him a breather again right away.
Boy, and you can feel the crowd getting into it.
Ooh, that's...
Yeah, Scott's coming off the field here now.
Yep. He's saying, "Coach, that was just one play. That was just one rush. What am I doing on the sideline again?"
Yeah.
I said it every game last year. I don't need one play on and off.
1st and 10 here. Pickens.
Randall.
Yeah, he's got Randall. Randall turns his head around just at the right time. He's going to accelerate and get a 1st down. He's not going down either, Tyson.
No, he's got a quick little burst to him, too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he accelerates well.
Not an overly big guy, but kind of your Kenneth Gainwell type of dude. Darren Sproles-esque.
Well, that's what we talked about him as last year, was kind of that Darren Sproles. He's short, but he accelerates well. He's strong. He's tough. He's fearless.
Wrestler.
Yeah, wrestler.
Good on his feet.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't want to. We like him, so we don't want to compare him to Kenny.
Yeah, that's fair.
We don't want to do that.
He's going to take a play off here, and they're sending Scott back in with the play now. You keep it on the ground here, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, you got 7 minutes left. So get Scott involved here.
Toss left.
Yeah, see, that's just it's the vision and the maturation of Scott is fun to watch. Week 1, maybe he doesn't plant his foot in there and go north and south. Maybe he tries to bounce that out outside of the tackle. Tonight he plants his foot and he goes north and south right away, and he picks up 10, 12 yards. Or excuse me, 8 yards. Yeah, it's just fun to watch.
He really is. I said, and this may isn't the night that you're going to see him get 30 carries, and that's probably okay. But I am curious to see him in the near future into next year. I want to see a 30-carry game on him. I just want to see how he wears the defense down over time. Mm-hmm. He's getting to it here a little bit on this drive, but probably won't overdo it tonight.
Picking going over the middle.
Nice catch, Mr. Kessler.
Yeah, Kessler with a great catch. All hands in the end zone for another Arrows touchdown.
Kessler, sorry, I said Kessler. Swenson boys are having a nice night through the air tonight.
That's Cutler Swenson. Yeah, it's a beautiful throw and catch.
When they score, this booth shakes a little bit, doesn't it, Sam?
It does. Yeah, I mean, you can feel it in here. And I wonder, like, if you get everybody going here, bouncing up and down at one time, like how that feels.
We don't have a lot of earthquakes in South Dakota, but it felt like one was kind of rolling through here.
Yeah, we might get one on the old Richter scale if the Arrows keep scoring.
The extra point flies through.
Extends the lead to 27-0. So now, if you're Douglas on offense, I mean, we talked about it a few times already. Just kind of got to go through the air, right?
Yeah, and they've had some success through the middle. You know what? They haven't really tried to force the issue on the edges. I'm not saying they're going to. But see if you got something going there. Get some hitches, some slants through the middle. See if you can move those chains a little bit and get going in the right direction here.
Debbie Florence is watching from California. Siler Merrill, number 50 from Douglas. And Bailey James is nice tackle. Jericho, number 33. And Rita Drury, go DHS, number 69. Jesse James, Aunt Rita. And Uncle Scott, love you, go Patriots. Yeah, I appreciate the Patriots got, family tagging in. Todd Stark on the chain gang. Special shout out to Todd Stark.
He's doing a lot of running around tonight. He's doing a heck of a job keeping up with everybody out there.
Yeah, for sure. He's getting his steps in today.
Let's see if Douglas has another big return in him here. Number 5's back there again, Cal Allen. He wants to get his hands on another one and take it the distance this time.
Yeah, also back there with him is Joshua Smith. 5'8", 150 pounds. Ball's going to go to him.
Taking it away from him.
Yep. He's going to get swallowed up at about the 15.
I think it was number 81 there. I'm going to see him. They come off the pile. Yeah, it was. Number 81 for the Arrows. That is Charles Whitting, a 6-foot, 140-pound junior. 145-pound junior.
Yeah, nice to see him getting in on it.
Getting in on the action on kickoff.
Oh, look at Spencer. You see Spencer Wenches down there, number 22?
You know what? Yeah, we're going to have to work on that. We're going to have to get that petition started.
All right, Douglas is going to take over here. 1st and 10 on the 16. Well, I formation. That's typical running play. We'll see if they're going to try to get some yards on the ground here. Maybe milk some of this clock.
Christensen goes right through his man and the fullback, making a nice tackle there, about a yard deep in the backfield. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of push there at the end. We're going to go back right to the line of scrimmage, looks like, so 2nd and 10.
Well, now that student section's jumping.
Yeah, the student section's jumping, and we're moving with them, and we're just sitting here, we could definitely feel it. All right, good shot of the crowd there, too, from Arrow TV. Arrow TV brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance. Exclusive partners. Appreciate everything that the school does. And thank you to Dakota Land and DFS for everything they do.
We got another false start here. And that is what frustrates you as a coach from Douglas. It is the mental errors. Some of the things that you can't overcome is tough, but the mental errors you can always fix. The turnover stuff like that. That one drives you nuts at night.
The controllables. Like you hear coaches say all the time, it's easy coach talk. It's control the controllables, and and one of the things that you can control is false starts, and holdings, things like that. Looking around the state here, Yankton's up on Pierre 21-0. About 4 minutes left in the second half, or excuse me, in the second quarter. Yankton looks good this year, Tyson.
They do.
Douglas is going to drop back. Got a guy open there.
Oh, there's one at Cole. So that's one.
Yeah, that was one at Cole. That's one.
You got about a 4 or 5 yard hitch route in there. 3-yard hitch. So that, and again, it's keeping it all in front of you if you're any of these defensive backs or safeties. You don't want them to challenge you vertically right now, except when it's third and long. Keep everything in front of you.
Yeah, and that'll go down as a catch and a target against Cole. But I mean, if you're Cole, you're perfect.
You can live with that one.
Yeah.
We got Robinson. Oh, now that time Christensen trying to make another play in the backfield. He jumped the gun. And the same thing, that's what keeps Hodorf up at night. When you're up 27-0 in these games, then it's just about playing a clean game, doing everything else the right way. These types of mental errors, really the only that you don't want to see come from the Arrows, other than obviously always an injury.
Right.
But that's one thing you want to look to clean up.
Adam Whiting says, Whiting, not Whitting, I think. So I think we may have pronounced his name wrong. If we did, apologies, certainly.
Whiting, you said?
Whiting, okay. W-H-I-T-I-N-G, Whiting, not Whitting. So I think we may have gotten his name wrong. Apologize for that. Douglas dropped back. Ooh, that one hung up there a little longer than I think he wanted him to.
Trying to challenge Watertown on an out route there, number 10, Carson Foltz, 6'3" junior.
Yeah, good size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you're, throwing a cross body like that, you definitely don't want to hang it up there that long. And I think if you could have that one back, you'd probably take that back and just try to throw it a little flatter.
Yep.
A little harder.
And if you're going to do something to his credit, it is throw it wide where there's not a linebacker trailing it, so it's not picked off and taken back. So at least if you're going to err on the outside, throwing it wide like he did.
Shout out here to number 50 for Douglas. That's Siler Merrill.
We got too many guys out there?
210 pounds.
It is 12.
Yeah, so this is kind of neat. Adam Whiting, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Adam. He says, Whiting watching Whiting from Fargo, North Dakota. Proud dad.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can't make it tonight, but love to have him on the broadcast and watching.
Yeah, gets to see his son make a tackle.
It helps us with pronunciation, so that's good.
Yeah, we'll take that. Appreciate that. 4th and 13 here. Douglas is going to punt. Execution's good there. Good execution from Douglas. Good punt here, too.
Now, that time Brody screwed it up quite a bit, and then it sailed over him, kind of to the side and over him.
Yeah, it's a good punt. The Arrows will take. Arrows are still going to have good field position.
Looks like Randall's coming off. Scott is in there to start the drive at running back for the Arrows. We haven't seen a lot of Pitkin using his legs yet in the run game. We've seen it in the pass game, him kind of stretching the field and rolling to the side, which I love, with him being mobile, getting him out and running around. Yeah,
I like to see him getting out of the pocket and moving around, and then he throws on the run well, too.
Yeah.
He's obviously an athlete, and he could possibly be the best athlete on the field, too. He does a lot of things well. Uh-oh. I thought Scott may have had a bigger one there.
Yeah, it's surprising we haven't seen him have to use his legs in the run game. And sometimes it's just about keeping him out of harm's way. Hasn't been needed yet tonight. We'll see if that remains kind of in the game plan that way.
The Osteds are watching from home, so appreciate Tyler Osted and his family watching. Tyler does the broadcast for the Shamrocks. Does a good job.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, does a good job for them. So Shamrocks, the community has really rallied around them. That's been fun to watch.
Watertown has needed a team like that, like a semi-professional team, professional team, whatever. They needed something along that lines, and it's been awesome to have the Shamrocks here.
Yeah, ref is going to blow this one dead here. I think that might be, was that false start, you think, Tyson? Yep, false start.
I'd like to learn more about hockey, Sam.
I'm
not an expert in it.
Yeah, I'm far from it. I tell you what, I did see an NHL game several years ago when I was in Dallas, and it was entertaining. Live hockey was fun.
I saw a game up in Grand Forks, and that might have been like a professional game. Those Division I teams are very good.
Yeah.
But I need to learn some more of the rules.
Yeah, as you can see there, beautiful night in Watertown, 75 degrees out tonight. Arrow's got a commanding 27-0 lead. 2nd and 9 here. Another run to Scott. Boy, he just runs hard. Good tackle there in the open field there by Douglas, too. I didn't catch a number on that one, Tyson. Did you? Was that 33?
No, I didn't see him. That Watertown offensive line, really has done a good job opening up gaps. Not a lot of hands have been getting on Scott until he's been 3, 4, 5, 6 yards down the field, so credit to them on that.
That's a tough tackle to make, too. If you're Douglas or
one-on-one,
if you're
wrapping him up.
No matter who you are, wrapping that kid up and getting him down, that's not easy to do. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 here for the Arrows. Traditional I. This is where we normally see that run. Douglas is coming up the middle. Good play action bootleg. Pick and rolls out wide open. That's
Peterson's going to walk in.
Great block downfield there by Swenson, but great design, great execution.
I like that light show. That is.
Yeah, the light show's sick. You see the replay here brought to you by DFS Insurance. The Pickett kind of looks, kind of tucks it in a little bit like he's going to run it. And then looks up and sees Peterson, and Peterson does the rest.
It's a little maturation, though, on his part. I think certainly last year, beginning of this year, I think he takes off and runs there. Now he's keeping his eyes down the field. He's making those decisive passes early on the money to the right spot. He's been good tonight.
Yeah, Pickens looked sharp tonight. I can't tell if that was good. It looks like that the PAT is good.
Yep.
So the Pat makes it 34-0 Arrows. Minute 49 left here before halftime.
Hunter Peterson having a heck of a night so far.
Yeah, Hunter Peterson looks good.
Getting it done through the air.
Yeah, I think if you're Hunter Peterson, we've talked about him a little bit. He's getting some decent looks. Like there's some schools that are looking at him, some D1 schools even. So
you can see why. I mean, that frame for a junior tight end that moves like that. He's going to be a special player here for the next 2 years, but I'm curious to see what he ends up doing after school. It will be something involving a football, I bet.
Yeah, for sure. And he's just a junior, isn't he, Tyson?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's got a year left. He'll come back and play his senior year, and it'll be interesting to see where he goes and what he does. But yeah, I agree. I mean, he'll definitely be holding a football. I think you and I both think the same when it comes to him playing tight end. Yeah.
He hasn't played defense until this year, and he's made significant strides on that side of the ball as well. But he's a big physical kid. That part doesn't surprise you.
Yeah.
But what he's evolved to offensively has been a game changer for the Arrows so far.
Good boot there by the Arrows. Is that Schlott?
35.
Yeah, I think that's Schlott.
Yep, Carson Schlott.
Yeah,
the sophomore.
Schlott. Yeah. Big soccer kid.
Yeah, we're going to see him quite a bit more, it looks like.
Yeah, big soccer kid. Man, it's nice to see those soccer players come in and kick. The Schlott family in general, big soccer family too. So
yeah, Brandon Aubrey with a soccer background, right? And he's the GOAT, so soon to be GOAT if anything.
Well, we've had the conversation about Brandon Aubrey before. He's the best right now.
And he's on his way.
On his way to being the GOAT. I did run into the GOAT at the zoo last week. So Nick
you went to the Watertown Zoo, huh?
Yeah, I did. Saw Nick Foles there. It's nice to see him.
That'd be cool.
I got to be a judge for the chili cook-off.
I don't know which. I think the Brandon Aubrey to Carson Schlott is a better
take.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be compared to Brandon Aubrey than
a better comp.
Yeah, I mean,
well, one thing that Nick Foles has that Brandon Aubrey doesn't.
Will never have.
You got the little hardware on his finger,
He does.
And one of the best plays in the history of the game.
The Philly Special.
The Philly Special. And who doesn't like the Philly Special? You're thinking of so many polite things.
No, I can't say anything that I want to say on the air. So Eagles won. I can't even say my thoughts on Eagles won on the air.
The mute button is right here. So if you need the mute button,
someone else will pick it up, and then I won't be asked back in a few weeks. So
no hot mic moments. No hot mic moments. All right, if you're Douglas here, you're trying to get out of here at half and get into the locker room.
I think you're aggressive early, and you see what comes after that. Kay Jones in there at nose tackle now, number 72 for the Arrows.
There you go, a little play action. Ooh, just overthrew the receiver and took a big lick. That's number 9 for the Patriots. That's
Mason Lauber.
Freshman getting in on there.
And again, pass was maybe a touch high, but they're attacking the middle, and that's where they've had the most success tonight thus far. That's when you obviously want to see your receiver bring in if you can.
Yeah, I mean, there are those throws where, you try to help your quarterback out. Excuse me, your quarterback is doing a lot. But, it's good to see the freshmen getting in there and getting some playing time and getting some looks.
Just help you get ahead of the chains here and get a little momentum in your favor.
A lot of time in shotgun here. Just a two-step drop. And fires there, and
that's a target at Cole, but a PBU.
Yep, Cole right on top of it. That's 2 targets at him. Cole puts in a lot of work. He's here a lot. on the field.
And an athletic kid.
Yeah.
You know, he's not the tallest, but he's a physical tackler. He's a willing tackler, which you don't always see at cornerback.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he definitely doesn't shy away from contact.
no, he's done a nice job out there all year and again tonight.
Right, and what he lacks in size, he makes up for in everything else, intangibles, you know, the mental side of the game. Excuse me, his fearlessness.
I love cornerbacks that love that are willing tacklers that want to go and make a tackle, and he's never shied away from contact.
Absolutely. So third down here. That's a good
Nice
run there.
run.
They go right up the middle and pick up a good chunk there.
That was number 22.
It's going to bring up fourth down here. If you're the Arrows, are you going to call a timeout, or are you just going to let it run?
I think you're going to let it run.
Yeah, I agree. I think you just let it run, too.
I think Douglas is going to go for it. That was a nice run there by Sandow.
Yeah, 4th and 3. Douglas offense is going to stay on. Nope, here they come. Special teams are coming on. Special teams are coming on. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3.
It was a good tackle by Gavin Robinson, too.
Boy, we are really shaking in here.
You know, is Gage and Gavin, are they brothers? Twin brothers.
Yep, they're brothers.
So Robinson's getting involved on defense here early tonight. Gosh, if that would be on Watertown, which I don't think it is, nope.
Be a delay of game here for Douglas and move them back another 5.
I don't know if Watertown had 12 guys out there or something or what.
Now, if you're Watertown, Tyson, walk me through this one. You get the ball. Let's just say they get it around the 40. You know, where Randall's at there. Are you...
You got all 3 timeouts left. I think they come out running the ball and just see kind of what they get.
You don't take a knee?
I think it really depends on where this punt lands.
Should be about the 40, I would think, right?
Just about got a hand on it there. It's going to take a good Douglas bounce and go out at the 50.
Right about the 50. Okay, so what do you do here if you're Watertown? You know,
they can choose to be aggressive. I think they run the ball, they keep it on the ground here and see what they're able to pick up on a couple downs. I don't think you take a knee quite yet.
48 seconds left, up 34.
No, I always think you play aggressive through halftime. That's my opinion.
Yeah. No, hard to argue that. You know, you get a whole half of football.
Be different if you had 1 timeout or 0, but I think you maybe not take a shot yet, but I do think you try to get some points on the board here. Maybe see what your field goal kickers got in if you get a little farther.
Yeah, that's fair too. I mean, you can get the ball to the 40, 35-yard line, and see if what your soccer player field goal kicker can do. I mean, that was a great boot on the kickoff.
Ooh, Pitkin got leveled there.
Got buried there. Scott fights off for a gain of 5 or 6. They're gonna go hurry here.
Oh, we didn't start the clock, or is it?
Yeah, the clock's not moving.
There we go.
Yeah, the Arrows are going to pick up a few seconds there. Pickin looking to go over the middle here. Now he's directing traffic. He's going to go out of bounds, but not before picking up the first down.
See, now when he points at his receiver to go, the defensive back turns and loses his eyes, and that's when Pickin's able to take off. Really nice heads-up play there. Kind of creating his own block just by pointing his finger. That was a good job by him.
Well, and you see the acceleration from Pickin too, and the athleticism from him there.
When he takes off, there's no question there. He's fast. We haven't seen that, picking up yards. We've seen him going laterally that way, but that was a nice gain, a nice play by him. First and 10.
Yeah,
the board says 3rd and 1.
No, it's timeouts left.
Man, I'm getting old, Sam.
Yep, you got to get some better answers. Oh, Pickin's going way back.
He's got a lot of room if he takes off. If he can get there.
He's got Scott there, too. He's going to go downfield.
Decker.
He had Decker again.
Decker just can't get in that end zone.
Yeah, Decker knows exactly what Malik Neighbors feels like. Uh-oh. He's got a groin injury there.
Yeah, they're going to have to stop this one. He's not going to get off the field in time. You're taught if you're hurt, you got to stay down.
Yep.
Not come off the field slow. He's not getting there too quick, but he'll get off in time. Barely. There he
picks it up a little bit.
He's still bummed. He just can't find his way into the end zone with that ball in his hands.
2nd and 10 here, 23 seconds left. Pickin's going to drop back.
Oh, man, that is a receiver.
He's got... Yeah, he throws it out to the flat to Scott. Did he have somebody open downfield?
No, it was his left tackle. That's probably a flag. left tackle booted out and around and went downfield, started blocking a corner there.
A legal man downfield action. Doesn't look like it's getting called.
No, that ball's got to be thrown right away, otherwise that's a penalty. Arrows get a little bit of a gift on that one.
Yeah, Arrows get away with one.
79 there. Ishins. Hey, if they don't call it, you just keep playing.
That's right. It's not a foul if there's no flag. That's what the Eagles say.
If a flag comes out there, really, that ends up being on the quarterback. If it's that screen play you're going to throw, you got to throw it right away.
3rd and 9 here, 15 seconds left. Pickens going to drop back. He's looking left. Goes long to Swenson.
He's got it.
Goes the high point of the ball and plucks it out of midair for another Arrow touchdown. Boy, he goes. I mean, there's still a lot of football left, but the Arrows have a 40-0 lead at half. Swenson might be your Dakota Land player of the game.
Yeah.
Now.
I said because he's got 2 now. The other brother has 1. Peterson's got 2. Scott's got 2.
Scott's
a lot of guys throwing their hat in the bucket tonight.
I think maybe you go Swenson and Pitkin right now. Pickens got a clean game.
We'll look at Hunter's stats too. Has not been too shabby at all.
Pickens got a clean game here. 226 yards, 4 touchdowns, no turnovers.
Yeah, he's having a good night.
Yeah, and then receiving wise, 113 for Swenson, 87 for Peterson. 2 touchdowns for Swenson, 2 for Peterson. I don't know, maybe we go Peterson, Swenson, and Pitkin.
Yeah. We'll have to see how this unfolds in the second half.
See what happens in the second half, but
I got my aunt and uncle, Greg and Ann Endress, watching the broadcast. I'm not sure if they're out west tonight watching or if they're at home chilling and watching the broadcast, but shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching.
I ran into Bulow a little bit before the game, and he made reference to Eagles 1.
Yeah, it's just rough right now.
Yeah.
I said I just can't even tell you guys what my thoughts are on it. I will say I've never been flipped off so many times in 1 week in my life. I think I can say that on air. I'm sending mixed signals to a lot of people in town. They don't know that I lost a bet. I think I need to put an ad in the paper so people quit being mad at me. It's not my fault. I mean, I would flip me off too. At least consider. I don't know if I do it, but.
Oh man, Carter Schlott bangs one out of the back of the end zone. Kid's got a big leg.
Yeah.
Murder leg, maybe. Is that the nickname?
It might be.
Gotta come up with something for him. He's just. I mean, that's a pretty big weapon to have. I'd love to see him kick a field goal. Boy, he looks exactly like Matt. Jeez, that kid looks exactly like Matt.
Does he?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a dad or an uncle or what, but he definitely looks like Matt.
Might be the last play that brings us into the half, Mooney.
Yeah, just a little draw here, you think, Tyson?
I think so. They'll dive, and we'll see if they're going to, yep.
Yeah,
oh, man, Caden Decker.
Yeah, Decker got him. Hit him up high and brought him. Are they going to get him for unnecessary roughness?
Well, you can't wrap him up over that tackle. You can't, throw him over your hip. What do they call that?
Like a little suplex?
Yeah, something that's...
Like a hit. Yeah, he threw him down. I don't know.
When you wrap him around over your body, that is a personal foul.
Yeah, like over the hip, like a hip check.
Suplex. I don't know which the term is, but.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 9 on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
1 on time down. I will say you don't see that.
One play. The half is not over.
You don't see that very often, but the strength that you almost have to to take hip toss somebody over you.
He didn't really toss him over him though. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a good thing to learn from right now in a game like this. It's something that you ask questions about and you learn from.
Yeah, for sure. And he will. It'll be a learning moment for him.
He made a nice play in the backfield. I think just.
Yeah, I mean he stood him up, and I don't know. Maybe to me it didn't look like he tossed him over his hip. It didn't look like a hip check or a suplex or anything like that.
I have to watch that one later.
But I wonder if maybe the ref didn't blow the whistle and then he threw him down.
We'll have to wait and see.
Maybe his forward progress was done.
The same play.
Yeah, and this time Decker wraps him up and brings him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We will take a roughly 15 to 18 minute break. Arrows go into the half, leading 41-0 over Douglas.
Contributor, Nick Kranz. And Coach Jerry McElroy. These inductees will be recognized tomorrow with a program at the high school commons starting at 1 p.m. with the reception to follow. This event is free and open to the public. Let's give a round of applause for these Watertown High School Athletics Hall of Fame inductees. spectator seating. Seeds can damage our turf and create extra cleanup. We appreciate your cooperation in keeping our facilities safe and clean for everyone.
Just about a minute to kick off, Tyson, and we are back as we approach the second half of this game with the Arrows holding a commanding lead, 41-0 over the Douglas Patriots. We are in for a little bit of a treat. A couple minutes gone in the third quarter. We're going to welcome an Arrow alumni by the name of Harry Little.
Cool.
Harry, I believe he graduated in 1962. We'll confirm when he's up here. But 1962. He lives in Michigan right now, and I think it's been a hot minute since he's been back.
Coming back for a homecoming game, I like it.
So he's coming back for a homecoming game. We'll get him on Arrow TV here. We'll do a couple-minute Q&A with him, and we'll see what he's been up to and what he thinks of the AMAC, and yeah, it'll be fun.
I heard he wants all tough questions.
He did say that he wants nothing but hardball questions, and he said he wanted to be on for the entire half.
We'll have to think of some here then. I can come up with a few.
Yeah.
Something creative for him.
Yeah, it'll be good. So it'll be cool to have Mr. Little on. You know, Harry's been a big fan of Arrow TV since its inception. You know,
really?
Yeah, I mean, he comments on our streams a lot, our program a lot. You know, he always says Harry Little, class of 61, 62.
That's awesome, man. I'm excited to have him on here.
Yeah, for Michigan. So
I'm curious what his thoughts are going to be. As you and I know, our view is a little bit different here with the booth and with these kind of shaded windows.
Yep.
I'm curious what he's going to think being out, you know, I think he's right about the 50-yard line too, it sounds like, tonight. To come up here with a little bit different look, so I'm excited to get him up here.
Yeah, it'll be fun to just to visit with him, and, you know, I mean,
you'll be able to see kind of the broadcast we put on that. He's watched it so many times.
Yeah, for sure.
See it firsthand in here.
Looking around the league, Central's over Sturgis 14-13. Yankton's got Pier 21-7. Huron holding on to a 3-point lead over Spearfish at halftime, 15-12.
That's one I'm keeping my eye on for sure. But you keep going.
Huron's been interesting. Brookings over Sioux Falls Roosevelt 14-7. That's pretty big. And then Mitchell and T are tied at 14 as the kickoff underway there. And my older brother is watching, and he said, "Go Arrows, 41-0 at halftime is great."
That's what we like to see.
So appreciate Josh watching. We are underway, and Douglas is going to get wrapped up. Boy, that's gets tackled hard, Tyson.
Yeah, this Watertown defense came to play. Special teams, the kickoff unit's been the one thing they got to shore up, too.
You know what? I just realized this is not 15-minute quarters. I told Harry to come here with 13 minutes left in the third quarter.
So he might not be showing up.
So, Harry may not be joining us. So I better text him.
Here we go.
Perfect. There he is right there. Harry, I'm so sorry. I told you to come with 13 minutes left thinking it's 15-minute quarters. What a big dumb idiot I am. All right, so we talked about Harry. Harry's going to join us here in the booth now. See if we got, if we're all good to go here.
He should be plugged in, Sam.
All right, I'm going to give you this, Harry. You're going to have to hold that right up to your mouth there so we can hear you. All right. So, Harry, if you can jump in here, we're going to get you on camera a little bit.
I'll scoot over, Sam.
Yeah, you scoot over for us, Tyson. There we go. Here. All right. So this is Harry Little, class of 1962. Harry, appreciate you joining us. You live in Michigan right now, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And you came back to Watertown here just for homecoming?
Yeah, I come back here once a year to see my old hometown, but this year with the new facility, I decided to come. The first game of the schedule didn't work out well, so the next one for homecoming.
Well, we appreciate you having you here. Appreciate you being here. What are your thoughts on the AMAC, Allen Mitchell Athletic Conference?
Well, this is absolutely fabulous. Of course, I don't want to go for a stadium. That kind of broke my heart a little bit, but life moves on, and this is just a great facility from the high school and from the football facility here. I don't know who it could be any better. It's just like the kids can push you and get the really out there. It's just wonderful.
We say all the time, Harry, that with Arrow TV, we want people to come to the game, but we offer Arrow TV as a way for those that can't get to the game. So you living in Michigan, you've been an avid Arrow TV supporter since its inception. You comment a lot. You know, we call you by name every time that you comment. What has Arrow TV meant for you in Michigan?
I can sit in a chair in the room so we can watch all of the games, and it's just wonderful. There's no fun to do that. We're just doing the guys up, and we can find guys
definitely appreciate you watching. What are your thoughts on the game? Arrows being up 41-0. Yeah, tough schedule to start the season, but when we think of homecoming, we think of exactly what it says. As Douglas gets about 15 yards down the field, it's homecoming. So you coming home and you do that every year. You come and see the Arrows at least once a year. We're super happy to have you here. We appreciate you coming on to Arrow TV. Appreciate your support of not only Arrow TV but of course the Arrows. Tell us a little bit about what you do in Michigan.
Well, when I graduated from Watertown, I went to Michigan, first Patriots, and just worked there, and was in an educational program for 47 years, taught the biology lab for 8 years, and was assistant principal in high school for 8 years, and I've been retired for 20 years.
Perfect. Enjoying retirement?
Yeah.
Did you drive to Watertown? Did you? Okay. Harry, we know you got better things to do than to talk to me. I appreciate you coming up and visiting with us a little bit. Enjoy the game, and thank you for being here, and go Arrows.
Well, I appreciate everybody's doing. Keep the broadcasting.
We appreciate that, sir. Appreciate all you do.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Harry.
Safe travels. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Harry. Love the Northern alumni, too.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wolves. Even better.
Thank you, sir.
Brother's a big wolf. He was a track runner and he's
Love to hear that. A couple extra Northern grads running around. That's always good.
Yeah, how great is that to have him here from Michigan and make the drive, and he's been a big advocate for Arrow TV and a big supporter of Arrow TV. Like I said, since the inception. I mean, he comments all the time, and it's really cool to have him up in the booth here and visit with us a little bit, so he can kind of see the outfit a little bit. And
You know, it means a lot to the Watertown faithful, too. You graduate over 60 years ago, but you still tune into the football games, 55, 60 years later. I mean, that's a big deal. That means a lot for him to be an Arrow and to watch these games after all those years. That's a cool thing, and it was cool for us to get to meet him. Like you said, he comments all the time.
Yeah.
So, and shout out to him, he gets to come and see the production firsthand. So.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm not super great with math and whatnot. Graduated 61, 62. We have a rough idea of how old that young man is. But he looks fantastic.
Yeah, he moves well, articulates well.
Yeah,
I mean,
great shape, and that's really cool to have him up here in the booth. And I very vividly remember him commenting in those first years of the football games. And then to have him in the booth, that's neat.
Yeah, something he probably won't forget, and maybe this is an annual thing. He stops back once here, and we get him up here to say hi. And
what the heck happened? There's 5.5 minutes left. Like that.
There's been a lot of run plays. We got a lot of sophomores in there, Sam. I have noticed that.
Okay.
So I think Cole Hansen's under did hit for the night. The 2 targets.
We had him at 2.5 targets.
Because he's done.
Yeah, we had him at 2.5 targets, and he had 2.
We got that running clock now, Sam, so things are going to keep moving along just fine.
Yeah, holy cow, that we blinked, and the third quarter is almost done.
Douglas kind of opened up that second half with a reverse play that was snuffed out pretty well by the Arrows. But Douglas, so far this third quarter, has been able to move the ball down the field at a pretty good pace. I saw they had a nice kind of hitch route out on the outside that picked up some good yards, and they're driving.
Man, I told Harry to come up with 13 minutes left in the third, going with 15-minute quarters in the NFL. Yikes!
You even caught him off guard.
Yeah.
He thought the same thing when he walked in, like, "Oh, I missed my interview."
Hey, there's a good run there for Douglas. They're going to pick up a first down on the 3rd and 3. That's
Sandal.
Tyson, we got lights up here now.
Yeah, I love it.
What is going on?
We're still learning some of the intricacies of this new design of this new building, but I love it so far. We got a few things we're still working out.
Got little kinks.
But we can live with those. Like you said, first world problems, right?
For sure. Peyton Sandal, pretty active here in the second half. Moving the ball pretty efficiently here for Douglas.
Yeah, he's still he's going to find his way into the end zone at the rate he's going.
Yeah, for sure.
As this Arrows defense tries to get a stop here and keep that goose egg on the board. Douglas drops back the pass to take a shot.
Oh, he's throwing a bomb.
Man, if his receiver doesn't quite slow down, that ends up right in his arms.
Yeah, that was a good ball. I'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he's telling his receiver, you don't stop running. I'll put it where you're going to be, not where you are.
Yeah, I think I agree 1,000,000%. If he doesn't slow down there and he just runs through that, they're putting 6 up on the board and celebrating. 3:41, clock is running. Continuous clock. I don't know if that stops, Tyson. Like if they score 14, does it stop?
Nope. You got to get back below like under 20, if I'm being honest. But nice run there by Sandahl again. And again, now 4 down territory, so we'll see what they dial up here on 3rd down, but get something a little bit more manageable to push it across that 1st down marker.
So we should make a decision here while we've got some time.
Yeah.
I think we go for the Dakota Land.
How many shirts you want to give out is probably where we start.
Well, I think you have to go Pickin, and I think you got to go Swenson, and I think you got to go Miller.
Whoa.
Sorry.
The names again.
Peterson.
Hunter Peterson, I think, should be in there.
I think we got to go. I think you have to go Peterson. And that's probably it for me. That's probably
you
it.
said Pitkin, Peterson.
Pitkin, Peterson, and Swenson.
Cutler, Swenson, I assume you mean.
Yeah. 113
Kessler had a nice
yards.
night too, but yeah, you're talking about Cutler.
Yeah, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pitkin went for 226 and 4 or 5 touchdowns in the half, and I'm guessing we won't see him in the second half here. I'm sure.
No, I think they're all done.
Yeah,
definitely a smart idea. I think if you're going 3 T-shirts, I think that's the route I would go as well.
Yeah, I mean you could talk about Scott, but
his days are coming as well.
There will be a T-shirt for Scott.
He definitely got it started early. He hit a couple touchdowns, and Hunter was good on defense tonight too. Though he had some good tackles back there. The defense can't go unappreciated. Christensen had some good plays on the defensive line. I think
Christensen was good tonight for sure. Absolutely.
He's got some good days coming ahead as well.
Yeah. So we're gonna go Swenson, Pitkin, and Peterson.
I like it.
Yep. We'll do that. So clock is running here. Who do we got in? Is this Hemrick's brother?
Yes.
Is this he's known in my circle, everybody calls him Little Hemrick. This is Trayton Hemrick, state champion quarterback, Trayton Hemrick's brother.
Hands off to number 83, Owen Peterson. Randall's still back there in the backfield at running back.
What number do we got for Pitkin there?
You mean Little Hemrick?
I'm sorry, Hemrick, yes.
I'll tell you here in a second. I'm looking out a better window. I got a better view over here.
Shout out to the windows.
It looks like number 28.
20. We got to work on his number.
Yeah.
You can't be a quarterback and be number 2.
No, you don't get to change, remember?
Yeah, well,
Caden
Hemrick, 5'8", 155, sophomore quarterback. Got some good lineage there. Just to throw the ball a little bit.
Get on around the edge. Now we got a glare and I can't quite see the number.
It is a violation to be a quarterback and have your number be 28.
So allow for the change for the quarterback only.
Yes. Yeah, I think you have to. You can't be 28 and be a quarterback.
Is that? It's 23 that had the run there? Yes. Number 23 had the catch there. It was Gavin Hansen.
He's a senior.
Made a nice move there to just about pick up a first down. We got 3rd and 1 here.
I formation. Is that Randall in the backfield, Tyson?
Yep.
Well, they're going to go fullback.
The fullback died.
Yeah. Vintage Mike Allstott.
That's not number 8 anymore. Corbin Hansen, I believe, is out of the game.
47 for your arrows, and that's Jaden Ross, 6 foot, 160-pound sophomore.
Yeah, so we're seeing some more sophomores get in here tonight. That's the quarter break there, Sam.
Just like that, we blinked the quarters over. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here, brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union, and then we're going to welcome in Conrad Pitkin to finish this one out with us, brother of Marcus Pitkin.
Sounds like you're into me.
All right, Sweet Light Show, welcoming us in the booth here, Conrad Pickin. Welcome to the booth, Conrad Pickin, brother of Marcus Pickin, sophomore at Watertown High School. Conrad joined us a little bit last week, or 2 weeks ago. Conrad, tell us what you do for Aero TV.
I do stats for the football game, so when we throw up, if we ever can get to throw up stat graphics, that's what I'm doing all game.
So is it challenging to watch the game and keep stats of the game at the same time?
It depends. I mean, it's nice because usually our in-stadium announcer will say how long the play is and who caught it if I can't see it, but it can be challenging sometimes if I don't catch who caught the ball or how long it went for. It's mainly just how long the play went for is the big problem that you have to figure out.
Sure. And I mean, we know that you're a sophomore yet, but tell us that as and he just missed
Overthrows
him.
number 44, Cannon Van Gilder.
Listen, Cannon Van Gilder, I would bet 37 cents in a blizzard that is the son of Ryan Van Gilder.
You'd be correct.
Oh.
Okay, and if that is indeed, like, there's some lineage there. Ryan Van Gilder was a heck of an athlete for Watertown. Went on and pitched for the Montreal Expos. I think he got AA. So, and with a name like Cannon.
Yeah, I mean, that's a football name.
Yeah.
That was a good-looking throw. Just overshot him a little bit.
Yeah, big arm there. Okay, so going back to you, Conrad. We know you're only a sophomore yet, so there's plenty of time for career and life decisions. But any idea what you want to do after high school?
Stuff like this. I wanted to be commentating or just do media production when I grow up.
So media production, do you want to be on the headset like you are now, or do you want to be kind of behind the scenes, or like a hybrid? What do you have an idea of what you want to do?
Ideally, I would like to be on the headset commentating, but
I like that. I like
whatever's got to get done, I'll do it.
I had no idea I'd be doing this when I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
Not in my wildest dreams. So.
Right. So what is it about? Is it just football that you like? Are you a sports fan of all sports, or what is it that you like?
Start with that you're a Cowboys fan. That'll get the viewers to like you more.
Yeah, I am a Cowboys fan.
Everybody our viewership just dropped to 6.
Oh,
I
really?
think they started listening.
Maybe it dropped to 96 the same year or the last time that the Cowboys were in the NFC Championship.
Probably don't pull up the chat right now.
Actually, that was 95. I gave you guys extra credit.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, football, baseball, basketball, those are the three I guess that I would ideally like to do, but I mean, whatever.
Calling baseball games is different too. Mooney and I have gotten the pleasure of doing that 3 times, 3 or 4 days in a row. That's a different sport calling games for sure.
That was a very chaotic week, that's for sure.
Yeah, the State Legion, shout out to Ryan Neal and everything that him and his team did. That was a chaotic week, but it was a lot of fun. Calling baseball was a lot different than calling football.
Yeah, just, it's not as much consistent action as you'll get in a football game. Yep. You fill a little bit more time. Mooney and I like to talk, so the filling part isn't so hard. It's just different. You don't get quite as much consistent action as you do in a football game. Speaking of action, 4th and 1. What are you going to do here?
I'd hand it off right up the middle.
You ever get to Randall here?
Yeah, I mean, Douglas doesn't look like they're loading the box.
Go right in that A gap.
There he goes. Hemrick's going to keep it.
Off.
Oh, he's got a wide open guy. That's number 12 for your Arrows. That's Max Strop. Yep.
Nice mobility out of the little Hemrick. Rolling out to his left, making a nice throw. I thought he could run and pick that one up, but finds his man wide open, picks up an easy first down for the Arrows.
So Conrad, you and Hemrick are in the same class. What can you tell us about him as an athlete?
He's athletic, I guess. It's hard to describe him, at least to me. He's athletic. He's not the quickest, but he has a very good arm. He's accurate for the most part.
I got a question for you. Trayton may be listening. Is he more athletic than his older brother Trayton, in your opinion?
There was a sweet option there. It's 10-5. Who's more athletic?
He answers more athletic.
question for you.
Has he got a headset?
Oh my goodness! He deked on the option and then keeps it and houses it for 4
He says,
yards.
Tyson, watch this. I'll answer you myself.
Yeah, he was watching, and so was Trayton. And
I
Trayton
hope
loved
Trayton's
it.
answering.
So I don't think Trayton's going to like my answer now, but I would say Caden might be a little more athletic.
I don't think you have to answer anymore. Even I think
I think that play speaks for itself.
what a nice football play there by that young man.
Yeah, Trayton Hemrick comes in, or excuse me, that's Caden Hemrick comes in and just takes it, 40 yards to the house?
It looks like it.
Fights his way into the end
I didn't
zone.
quite catch where the arrows were, but
Even the extra point team's celebrating. They forgot to come on and line up here for the point after.
so we figured to do a light show on that one. We were so excited.
Yeah, for sure. That was fun.
Man, I hope Trayton's coming in the chat right now.
Yeah, I keep waiting for him. So the Arrows are going to extend the lead to, did that go through? I missed it.
There was a penalty. You're getting a little.
Well, there's another
one.
penalty. I think that one's going to be on Douglas.
We'll see what the flags are, but
Yeah.
these could be anything for extra points.
I think it went through. I think this will be on the kickoff here.
Yeah, I
if
think so,
If
too.
it is on Douglas.
Yeah, I mean there was a handful of Douglas guys there, and the ref threw the flag, pointing at Douglas. I don't know if it's on the sideline or if it's going to be. I'm guessing it's going to be an unsportsmanlike.
And both teams have been excellent tonight. You know,
Yeah.
sportsmanship-wise, all those good things. So you hate to see this at any point, but we'll get it sorted out here.
It's been much cleaner than last year. I don't know if you guys watched the game last year, but there was a fight at the end of
I did not see that.
There was a fight at the end of the second quarter last year in the Watertown Douglas game, and 3 players got ejected. But been much cleaner tonight.
Let's
which
hope
is
we don't
very
get any of
good.
that.
Much cleaner tonight, though, which has been very good.
After the play, personal foul, roughing the kicker on the defense. Also after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 5 on the defense. Both penalties will be enforced on the kickoff.
Man, when you got something like this, I know you're not going to onside it, but if this was happening, a closer game,
You may as well onside it.
Yeah.
You have nothing to
Yeah.
lose.
Well, and I think if you're Watertown with 8 minutes left and you're up 48-0, and this is the time to work on that stuff. I mean, you could onside it.
you better not onside it. That ain't a very good look.
Well, I know it's not a great look.
I think you practice your field goal kicking right now.
But at the same token, there's nothing that can replicate live game action.
Yeah, it's true. Is this Watertown's? No, this isn't Watertown's starting kickoff unit, is it? I don't.
Schlot's out there.
But Schlot's the kicker.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think we have
Yeah, but the kickoff.
Yeah.
It could be. I don't know for sure.
It's probably not the hands team. I don't see a lot of the.
I see Robinson, 84 Robinson. Randall's out there, but the gunners don't always change.
I say we see if Schlott can kick it through the upper.
I think that's what he's going to do myself. That's kind of what I want to see.
He's going to pooch kick
Yeah, a
it.
little pooch kick out of the back of the end zone.
But it's a good point. You don't get a lot of game action reps and stuff like that. But
I understand your point, but personally, if I'm a coach, I wouldn't do it.
yeah, it's a tough look. Tough look.
It is. I get it. And if I'm on the other side of the sideline, I remember when I was coaching Waverly and we were down 100 to nothing, and it was tough. And I won't call out the team that we were playing, but we were down literally 60 points in the third quarter, and he threw twice.
Yeah, people don't forget things like that.
Yeah, you know it. I remember that vividly.
Right.
You don't kick a dog when it's down type thing. So I understand what you guys are saying. You probably don't want to onside there, but at the same token, you get a little bit of work in.
You're in the minority on this one.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Hordorf has been around football for a long time. He's a respectful coach, and he's not looking to embarrass anybody.
Hordorf's not one to run up the score.
No.
That's what I've learned over the years I've lived here.
Yeah.
Sandahl, he just keeps chugging along. You know what his stat line looks like tonight?
Excluding that carry, he's got that was his 14th carry. He's got 32 yards.
He's cramping up now.
So I think that would be 40 yards.
Yeah,
if we
about
count
40
that
yards
last
for him
one.
tonight. He got a lot of work back there. I'm sure he is dehydrated a little bit.
That last drive, he got a lot of work. So I don't know what grade he is in, but if he's an underclassman, that's a promising player for
I
Douglas.
think he's a senior, number 22. Yes, he is. That's the worst when you get cramps and you got to ride on a bus quite a long ways back.
Yeah.
Those cramps don't stop. So
5.5 hour drive and doing it in a bus turns into 6.5 or 7 real quick.
You're sitting there just listening to music on the way back, watching a little film, and those cramps just keep coming back and biting you.
Man, they're tough.
That's the worst.
Especially when you can see them crawling around in your calf. Ugh.
This section's going to again, it looks like. And
I'm not sure what's happening, but there's a big cheer from the student section there.
I was talking to Olivia Tashner. Shout out to her. She said she's on babysitting duty tonight, watching all the hooligans. So best of luck to her. Keeping them under control in a game like this.
Going around Major League Baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies won tonight. Beat the Minnesota Twins 3-1.
Ooh. The AAA Twins team right now.
You love to see it.
They're working on their draft picks stock right now.
Spearfish takes the lead over Huron 19-15 going back to high school.
And that's great. That's who takes the lead. That's who Watertown's got next week is Spearfish. So
yep.
Yes, that is correct.
It's an interesting game to keep your eye on. Yeah, Huron's having a heck of a year.
That's a great catch for that wideout.
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh, Huron kind of coming out of nowhere.
So Huron retakes the lead 21-19 pending the extra point. And the Pierre Yankton game, Yankton is up 28-20 with a minute left in the third. That's another big game this week in AA.
2 3-1 teams, number 1 team in the state
versus number 3.
Yeah, Pierre 3.
And for Peyton Sandel out here, he's just making his way to his feet.
Yeah, he's cramping. I mean, he's okay. He'll be fine. And he was trying to stretch out that cramp and banana, some juice.
Yeah.
Glad to see him walking, getting out.
And another score up. The Aberdeen is up 21-13 over Sturgis at the end of the third.
It's a little bit of upset. Shout out to
that could be an upset.
Shout out to Foxy over there.
Yeah, we got Aberdeen Central the last game of the year on the road, correct?
Correct. And there's talks that Aero TV may be traveling for them.
Really?
Yep. Yep, talking about.
Hopefully they got heat in their booth. It gets cold up in Aberdeen the later the year goes on.
A late October game in Aberdeen.
Always
might be a little chilly.
Yeah, you in for that one, Tyson?
When is that one?
It's like October
24th.
I feel like I'm out of all those I'm out of that wedding phase. That always helps.
You're too old to get married again.
I would never do that again.
I've got one more score update, and Mitchell is up 17-14 over T area right now.
Wow.
That could be another upset.
Yeah, that would be an upset.
Big night for some AA football.
The old Mitchell Colonels.
That was T, you said, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Douglas gets back into it here with a third and 9.
Yep, 3rd and 9.
The new running back, if I can catch his number.
Well, they spread them out, 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. They're
going
deep.
Just overthrows his man there. Looks like, who's that? Number...
And the student section's going crazy again. Somebody's
checking in.
Come in the game. Number 21. He's not even listed on here, so I'm not sure who 21 is.
It's one of your classmates. Who is it?
Conrad, who's number 21?
It ain't in the program.
Josh, you just said it. I didn't catch who it was. I believe Josh was one of them.
I mean,
Josh was the first name.
Yeah, student section went nuts. And they're changing his name, it sounds like.
Well, let's go to GoBound, see if it's on there.
You know, it's borderline cold in here.
I said that air when it's turned up. Again, first world problems. Last year we didn't have any heat or air. We had bees flying in at us all the time.
I mean, you missed it 2 weeks ago, against the Pier, in the Pier game. We had Wagey up here.
How'd that go?
I mean, we fit him up here.
Yeah, if we can get him in the last booth, if we can get him in the last booth, we can get him in this one.
Let me tell you what, though, that was one of my favorite.
My goodness, fitting him in the last one. We're all turned crooked just to get a third person in the booth.
And he's such a good dude.
Yeah, it's just a monster. I mean, but how do you fit him in a booth of that size before?
And now he's working for LATV.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's great to have him back in the community. He's so good for the community.
Yeah, this time he could stand up straight. He didn't have to bump into everybody every time he moved around.
Yeah.
He could fit through the door here. I mean, so many upgrades for him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. 6 minutes left here in this contest with the Arrows holding on to a 48-0 lead. Looks like Douglas is going to punt here.
I was going to say that running back that checked in before was Jericho Morgan, number 33. He was a freshman.
Oh. And drop it and
just got it off.
Does get it off. Let's see if this takes a Douglas bounce.
It's going to get.
Don't touch it, guys. There you go.
Is that
that the guy everybody's excited about?
Yep, it is. He comes in, flying in and over the top at the end.
Do we know who number 21 is?
Might need to go ask somebody in the student section. He's fired up.
Well, and all the players are smacking him on the head.
Have to do some recon.
I'm sorry we don't know who number 21 is, but I say we give him a handoff here and see what the student section thinks.
I couldn't agree more. Like, I think we hand it off to that young man and just let him go nuts. That's a cool comment here by Sina Berger. She says, was curious how this game would turn out. I went to both high schools and graduated from Watertown in 09. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's always cool to get as many people in the chat interacting with us as possible.
Yep.
You don't get too many that went to both schools, though, so that's a new one.
Aaron Schoenfeld, A-Show. Good work as always, gentlemen. Go number 41. Who's number 41?
Elijah Wold. Shout out to him, sophomore wide receiver, 5'7", 130-pounder.
All right.
93 running the ball? It is number 93 running the ball.
Hard.
Lucas Bennett, a sophomore. 5'9", 170-pound running back.
Listen, we got to do something about these numbers.
No, like I said, I don't want him to ever change his number. Once you get it, you got it.
Okay, so you want number 93 to be the running back. I mean, granted, he's probably a linebacker first. However, he's playing running back.
Averaging 5 yards a pop. Don't change the number.
All right. A little I formation here. See if they can matriculate the ball down the field some more. He runs hard, man. Oh, he fumbled.
See, now you got to change your number when you fumble.
Yeah.
Is that the first turnover of the game?
And I believe so. Conrad, first turnover of the game?
Yes. I don't think Douglas has fumbled or thrown an interception at all.
No.
Watertown probably had the one bad offsides penalty where they jumped.
Yeah, a few
But
false
really-
starts, but yeah, that's first turnover.
Watertown had a couple of false starts?
No, just in
Yeah,
general.
Watertown only had really probably the one bad penalty, and now they just had really the one turnover. They've played about as clean of a game as they can play tonight. Douglas, yeah, they had a couple of the false starts,
Yeah.
but again, they were turnover free at least.
I believe the student section was just chanting for a player to come in the game. I couldn't catch who it was, but...
See, you know, Hodorf can hear him. He just don't know if he sent him in quite yet or not. We'll wait
See
to
if their
see.
wish comes true.
Yeah.
Do you think Parker Schmidt, Coach Schmidt, has any say in? Busted play there.
That number 33 it is.
And
That's the freshman. I think he went the wrong way, did Jericho.
62 checking in for the Arrows. That is Jacob Muller, 5'9" junior.
Muller or Mueller?
Muller, Slippy, Slappy, Samsonite.
we're still frozen on the...
Just about 3 minutes left here, gentlemen, as the clock continues to tick down to the Arrows' first home win of the season and the first win at the AMAC.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Yeah,
no matter
What do we
you
got
know,
for sizes over there?
how everything goes, you'll always be able to say you witnessed the first football victory in this stadium. First Arrows victory.
Yeah.
What do you need
at
sizes?
the AMAC. Okay, so we got a pick in.
That's a 2X.
Probably not a 2X for.
I would probably say largest for all of them.
They might be cutting the sleeves off all of them and tucking them in.
We should have a few larges over there. I know Remmers took the box over to the arena. Should be a few larges there.
There's one.
We're gonna go Pickin, Peterson, and Swenson.
That's a medium.
This is a medium.
They're two are larges.
Good run by Douglas here.
All right, I'm gonna make my way down there. I'll let turn it over to you guys.
33 for Douglas with a nice run there for...
Okay, so
the
don't
game
forget, you gotta take me home. All right, I'm gonna make my way down there. I'll let you guys finish it out.
Best of luck making your way down there, Sam.
All right.
Watch out for that wild student
Thanks for
section.
joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
You want to give us one final recap of the stats?
Yes, I will.
Some of our Dakota Land players of the game.
I'm going to take Sam's headset first so I can hear you a little better.
There you go. When you get in here, you give us some of those, the highlight guys to look at again.
All right. So Marcus Pitkin on the night was 10 for 16, 226 yards and 4 touchdowns. Rushing, Lincoln Scott led the Arrows with 7 carries for 77 yards and 1 touchdown. Receiving, Cutler Swenson led the Arrows with 3 catches, 113 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Hunter Peterson had 4 catches for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns.
What was Kessler's stat line then?
Kessler, he had 1 catch for 13 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, so I knew he had a touchdown too.
He had that tipped touchdown at the end of the first quarter.
Give me a Peyton Sandal's final line too if you got it. I think it was 40 yards rushing.
Yeah, I believe 14 carries, 40 yards.
Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully that cramp works itself out.
Yeah.
As the freshman got a few touches here, this number 33.
He could be another promising player for Douglas.
Yeah, Jericho Morgan.
If they can develop him.
Yeah.
I guess what were your final thoughts on this game, Tyson?
You know, it's really what you wanted to see Watertown come out and do. Set a tone early, which they were able to do, get some of that deep passing game into here, which we haven't seen a lot from the Arrows yet. You know, you got Scott going early, but then to get some of these other receivers worked into the game. I know there was a couple shots they took with Caden Decker. They couldn't find the end zone. But after last week, building on that, and again, you know, the one turnover with the second unit, and really only the one bad, controllable penalty, as Sam would call it. It's a lot to build on going into next week against a Spearfish team that's on the ropes right now.
That'll be a big game next week.
That was almost one heck of a touchdown.
Was it incomplete?
It just fell incomplete, yeah.
It fell incomplete.
So, yeah, how do we see them bounce back now against Spearfish, which they're probably just a hair better than the 2 teams they've seen this week. But, again, that'll be a good game next week. I want to take one last second here.
That'll be a big game. That'll be a very good game, I think it will be, as 2 teams who I'll be probably almost must-wins if you...
Yeah, it will be for both of them.
Because whether you a higher seed for the playoffs or maybe even hosting a playoff game.
Playoffs? Talk about the playoffs already. I'm going to take a quick second here and thank a couple people. Producer Austin Thompson stepped in tonight for Mr. Remmers and did a heck of a job leading this crew. He was awesome. Our technical director, Carter Remmers, he's a class of 2023 Arrow grad. Replay operator Parker Remmers, class of 2023 grad. Our stats and graphics, you, my man, Conrad Pitkin, a 10th grader here at the high school. Camera operators, Bailey Bolton, a 10th grader, class of 2028. Then we got Ryder Shell, a 10th grader as well. Kiera Thu, a 10th grader. Jonathan Gilbertson, a current LATC student, class of 2025. Aero TV is directed by Ryan Remmers, who spends countless hours preparing, setting up all the equipment, technology, and helping with people to make the broadcast happen. Again, awesome game tonight by the Arrows. Great showing by Douglas, a first-class program. They did a great job. Best of luck to them the rest of the season. We hope they find their first win. We wish them nothing but safe travels and a safe trip back tonight. You take us home, my man.
All right, should I just finish it out?
Yeah, you tell everybody thanks and send us home.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Thank you all of our crew members who helped produce this. Final score ends up Watertown winning their homecoming game 48-0. Thank you everyone for watching and have a good night.